evening, everyone, and welcome to Cardinal Baseball with Busch Stadium in St. Louis. And as you might expect, this place is jammed. I mean, it is flat jammed. You couldn't get another mosquito in here. Full house for the final game of the Cubs and the Cardinals in this series and of the homestand. Sammy Sosa sitting on 58, Mark McGwire. Yesterday tied Roger Maris's single-season mark of 61. Here it'll be Traxel, their right-hander, against the Cardinal left-hander, Kent Merker. And we'll come back and give you the Southwestern Bell starting lineups in a minute.
The Home Depot presents Matt Dalen, customer.
I'm an electrician here at Busch Stadium, and I just want to know, this midfielder, where did this guy come from? He knocks in so many runs, he's wearing my scoreboard out. He's got me replacing fuses, wiring switches. Give a guy a break. Take a few days off, relax, go somewhere nice. I hear Alaska's nice this time of year.
Whether you're taking care of the Cardinals' home or your home, you'll find everything you need at the Home Depot. Proud sponsor of our hometown St. Louis Cardinals.
For broadcasting over 40 years of Cardinal baseball, I'm giving you the Iron Man Award.
Which means you must be an Iron Kid. Thus, you should know about the Iron Kids Cardinals crew. As a member, you get to see 3 Cardinal baseball games, a T-shirt, newsletters, a cap, plus a private party at Busch Stadium.
It's a great gift idea for any kid. Call 421-3060. Membership's $10 for the Classic, $15 for the MVP.
And members must be 15 or younger.
Now you tell me.
Sorry, Joe.
Well, this ballpark is full, and it has been full for quite some time. They came early, and it is with a festival attitude, to say the least. We wait for the men in blue to come out from behind home plate. When they do, here are all the lineups they will accept. Leading it off for Jimmy Riggleman's Chicago Cubs is Lance Johnson, the center fielder. Jose Hernandez will play short again, and he's in the 2 slot. Mark Grace at first. Sammy Sosa is their cleanup man. He's in right field. 58 home runs, 140 runs batted in, and a 313 average. He has had an unbelievably great season. Against the Cardinal left-hander, he is 5 out of 18, including 2 home runs. So Merker will have his hands full tonight. Well, Alan Hill will play left. He'll bat fifth. The number 6 man is the third baseman, Gary Gaetti. Ricky Morandini's at second base. And he has played in 43 consecutive games without an error. 10 times in his career, he has gone 30 or more games without an error. He is one of the best, and he's having a fine season. Offensively with 7 homers, 48 runs batted in, and a 302 average. Scott Service is their catcher. Steve Traxel on the mound. He is a 14-game winner. It's a single-season high for him. He's 14-7. And he's 8-4 lifetime against the Cardinals, including a 1-0 record this season. Johnson, Hernandez, and Grace, Sosa, Hill, and Gaetti. Morandini, Service, and Traxel for the Cardinals. Tony La Russa has Delano DeShields to lead it off. He's at second base. The number 2 man tonight is the third baseman, Fernando Tatis. So Tatis moved up to the 2 spot because of Jordan not in the lineup. He hurt his Achilles yesterday running that ground ball out to first base, and he's unable to play tonight. Tatis at third, bats second. Mark McGwire at first base, 61 home runs. And against the Chicago team, in 15 games in his career, he has 10 home runs, including 6 of them this year. 10 home runs in 15 games against Chicago. Against Traxel, he is 3 out of 10 with 1 home run. He's at first, bats third. Langford's in center. Gantz at left fielder. He'll bat fifth. Mabry's in right. Luis Ordaz is the Cardinal shortstop. Kent Merker, the Cardinal left-hander, who's won 9, lost 11. And Eli Marrero will do the work behind the plate again. He continues to play very well. DeShields, Tatis, and McGwire. Langford, Gant, and Mabry. Ordaz, Merker, and Marrero. And the entire world watching this action here. History on its way. What a day we had yesterday when McGwire hit his 61st home run. I mean, it was storybook, just like the entire season. I don't know what can top it, but he continues to do that. He just keeps rolling along. And we will come back and have tonight's play-by-play for you in 90 seconds.
If you have a business of your own, ask yourself, what's the one thing I do for my company that no one else can do? And I don't mean fix the copier. I'll give you a hint. It's probably not stuff like banking and bookkeeping either. See, Nations Bank knows you have a business to run. So they came up with financial services to make all of that easier. Services that are perfect for small businesses like mine. For instance, I use Nations Bank Direct Deposit to pay my employees. I use a line of credit to manage my cash flow. I can even transfer funds right from my office. The way I see it, Nations Bank helps simplify things. So I spend less time banking and more time doing the one thing I do best. Manage my business.
Call or stop by Nations Bank and put us to work for your business.
Now if I could just manage my copier.
Nations Bank N.A. Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
You'll bring home a winner when you shop at Schnucks.
Schnucks will not be undersold on jumbo packs of certified Angus beef boneless chuck roast, guaranteed at only $1.38 a pound or less. Stock up on your favorite Kellogg cereal. Take home 2 boxes for just $4. Everything tastes better with Blue Bonnet on it, and now 16-ounce packages are on sale. Buy one, get one free. Save on regular and diet Dr. Pepper and 7-Up. 6 packs of buy one, get one free. Details in store. Schnucks, the friendliest stores in town.
News Talk 1120 KMOX.
Well, as I told you, this crowd gathered early, and they're settling in now. You need to settle in because McGuire's hit some momentous home runs, and he's hit them in the first inning, including a number 61. I think he hit 50 in the first inning also. So we are set to go here. Everyone ready as Lance Johnson walks in, and you can cut the electricity with a knife here. It is really something. They are all rubbed up. Well, Jack, I don't know how you can top yesterday with number 61, but he continues to amaze in every phase of this 1990 season. I wonder what's up for us tonight.
I wonder what he has in mind, and of course, all eyes are riveted on Sosa, who may bat in this first inning, and McGuire, who will bat in the first inning. And now they're riveted on Lance Johnson leading off. Against Kent Marker, first pitch, swing, high pop foul, going to go out of play, strike one. 7:13, we're underway on a nice cool evening. The weather has changed, it's 75 degrees. 75 degrees at game time. Johnson, Jose Hernandez, and Mark Grace here in the opening inning. Another one for Merker. Lance Johnson took it over below for a ball. With Eli Marrero behind the plate for the Cardinals, and Fernando Tatis playing third and playing in a step in front of the base. Johnson hits it on the ground to first, foul. Foul ball fielded by the first base coach. And a souvenir for a fan. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Marker trying to get the leadoff hitter. The lefty delivers, and a swing and a foul goes out of play. Johnson's only hitting .256 with 8 stolen bases. He can run. And he's battling Merker. Here's the pitch. Swinging a fly ball high in the air to left center. Called for by Langford. He has it for the out, and that's the way this game starts. Lance Johnson flying out to center field. Bringing to the plate Jose Hernandez. Hernandez, the number 2 hitter, has hit 21 home runs. This broadcast authorized under rights granted by the St. Louis Cardinals, solely for the entertainment of our listening audience. Any publication, rebroadcast, or the use of the description and account of this game without the express written consent of the Cardinals is prohibited. First ball hitter usually, ball 1 high outside to Jose Hernandez. We're on the road after this game, and we're in Cincinnati the next couple of evenings. Come back home on Monday, September 14th against Pittsburgh. 15th is a doubleheader, a night doubleheader against Pittsburgh. Ball 1, now ball 2 to Hernandez. Merker delivers, and it's ball 3. Well, a couple of very good hitters waiting to come up there next. Mark Grace and then Sammy Sosa. Merker has to throw some strikes. Ball 4 is high. He walked it. 1 on, 1 out for Mark Grace. The left-handed hitting first baseman. Cardinals have added to their roster today. Hope you heard J.D. Drew on the Dugout Show. And the Cardinals have added others to the roster, and we'll tell you about it this evening. Mark Grace is the batter. think the PA announcer announced the batter is Sosa, who's on deck at the moment. It's Grace rather than Sosa. 1 on, 1 out. Everybody's nervous at the park tonight. Here's the pitch. Down low and away, ball 1. That's 5 in a row out of the strike zone thrown by Merker. Merker has struck out 65 and walked 50. Those aren't very good figures. Here's a pitch. Strike call. Down and in, but in the strike zone. Cardinal that Gant in left, Langford in center, and Mabry in right. McGuire holding against the runner. The runner, Jose Hernandez. These Cubs are tied with the Mets in the wild card chase. Race takes the ball in the dirt. It's a wild pitch. And the runner scoots on to second base. A walk in the wild pitch finds the runner on at second with 1 out. That almost assures the fact that Sosa will bat here in the opening inning. Has 2 balls and a strike to the hitter, Grace. This guy is a terrific hitter when he's ahead on the count. He's very selective. He's hit 14 home runs. He's batting .316. He took a strike on the outside part, and it's 2-2. To use the word again, that was a terrific pitch from Merker to the left-handed batter, Mark Grace. With Hernandez on at second and 1 out. Here comes another, and it's, just a little outside. The crowd behind home plate groans as Steve Ripley, the plate umpire, didn't give the call to Merker. On deck it's Sosa. At the plate is Mark Grace. Runner at second, 1 out. 3-2 pitch coming. Swing up the middle it goes. A base hit, and the Cubs lead. In the center field it goes. Grace makes it 1-0 Chicago. A walk, a wild pitch, and a base hit. Here comes Sosa.
Not any time you make a mistake in this game, it usually burns you in the Cardinals with a walk, a wild pitch. What can we tell you? And as Sosa comes to the plate, he gets another standing ovation from this crowd. This has really been something, folks. I mean, this has done more for America and the Dominican Republic and the world. What an example these 2 gentlemen are setting. They are setting some example, and it epitomized with the standing O right here.
Folks all applauded Sosa. He's up there with 58 home runs. He takes ball 1. Rice folks pop as ball 1 goes high outside to Sosa. Cubs already leading 1-0. Grace running the bases with 1 out. From the stretch, Merker delivers, swinging a foul. He took a big cut at that one. Merker has allowed 11 home runs this year, and Sosa has hit 58 of them. And he leads the league in runs batted in with 140. Merker ready with another, the pitch. Sosa swinging a miss. He failed to get that low pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes. He had 1 hit yesterday, 1 hit out of 5 trips, and it was not a home run. So he's sitting on 58. Merker checks the runner, Grace. Merker pitches to Sosa, up and in for a ball. He had the jackknife out of the way, 2 balls, 2 strikes. The on-deck hitter now is Hill, Glenn Allen Hill, another right-handed batter. 2-2 pitch. Coming to Sosa, swinging a ground ball, base hit to left. And the lead runner, Grace, stops at second. And the Cubs have a chance for a big inning with a walk, a wild pitch, and 2 singles. Glenn Allen Hill comes up, a right-handed batter. He's hitting .348 for the Cubs. .348 batting mark. Merker's the pitcher, and the Cardinals are in first inning trouble. 2 on, 1 out, and a runner already across the plate for the Cubs. Here's the pitch. Over with low ball 1. Mark Grace almost struck out, then singled home a run. Sosa had a 2-2 count when he singled. Glenn Allen Hill can really power the ball when he hits it. He has 5 homers. Here's ball 2. And Merker's having first inning problems is not unusual. People are batting .311 against Kent Merker. 2 on, 1 out. The Cardinals hopeful of a double play ball. The pitch to Hill, swinging a double play ball. And he is out at second only as Ordaz botched it up. He got it, couldn't get it out of the glove. He stumbled and darn near failed to get anybody out. So Hill reaches on a fielder's choice. Gray slows to third, and Gary Gaetti comes up.
And once again, the Cardinals miss an opportunity to get out. And when you give a good team, and this is a very good team, Chicago, more than 3 outs an inning, you will usually have to pay.
Cardinals are 14th in the league in defense. Third from the bottom. First and third, 2 out. Gaetti the hitter. Strike call for Merker. That was a dandy down and in. Inside corner at the knees to Gaetti. Batting .284, and he hit his 15th home run of the year yesterday. And Merker would be tickled to get out of this with only 1 run scoring. Gaetti wants more than that. Here's the pitch. Swing and a base hit to right. That makes it 2-0. The other runner goes on to third. Gaetti makes it 2-0 with a ringing single into right field. The third hit against Merker, the Cardinal lefty. That Gaetti knows how to hit. He knew what to expect from Merker, Mike. He knew that off-speed pitch was coming, and he knew what to do with it.
Well, he's been playing so well of late. He's now hitting 9 straight games. And during the 9, he's right around the 500 mark. And in the 16 starts as a Cub, he's hitting .400 with 4 home runs and 15 runs driven home.
Now it's ball 1 to Morandini.
Think that's a good pickup for the stretch drive?
I think if they win, he'll be credited with making the difference, I'm sure.
I hope they give him a full share.
Morandini, the batter, he swings, flies it into left. Gain is there, and one hands it for the out. The inning is over. But Chicago gets a couple. 2 runs, 3 hits, and a walk. And 2 men left. They scored 2. They left 2 after 1 half inning. 2-0 Chicago.
Busch Stadium could probably live without its organs. But when someone's lung, heart, kidney, or liver fails, a transplant can be his or her only hope. Barnes Jewish Hospital and Washington University, the area's largest, most experienced transplant team, asks you to be an organ donor. Because while we have the expertise to keep people alive, we can't do it without the organs. Join us September 16th for Barnes Jewish Hospital's Transplant Awareness Day at the ballpark. Member of BJC Health System.
Hey, Cardinal fans, how would you like to win tickets to an upcoming game? It's easy. Just stop by your participating Walmart store and check out the Cardinal Baseball Radio Corner display. That's where you'll find great savings on Energizer batteries. And while you're there, register for Cardinal Baseball tickets, courtesy of Walmart, Energizer, and KMOX. Great savings on Energizer batteries at participating Walmart stores through September 27th. No purchase necessary.
I remember when Patty learned to drive.
Oops.
And when she bought her first car. And I remember taking her to my Shelter insurance agent for car insurance. We've had our car insured with Shelter for years. I knew their claim service was the best. And Shelter would be there for her.
Want to go for a ride, Daddy?
Because Shelter's always been there for me. Shelter Insurance will always be there for you.
Contact Shelter agent Susan Gosnell in Creve Coeur, Ron Watson in DeSoto, and Mark Kilo in St. Louis.
KMOX.
Well, the Cardinals have added 6 players to the Major League roster. 3 pitchers and 2 outfielders from Memphis. The 4th pitcher from Arkansas. Outfielder Mark Little was also brought up from Memphis but not activated. Manny Ibar is back in uniform. Rick Croushore and Curtis King. Jose Jimenez is also here. Jimenez was 15-6 in pitcher of the year this year. Texas League pitcher of the year. Ibar was a perfect 10-0 at Memphis. 10-0 for Ibar. Croushore we know about. He collected 8 saves and 33 appearances for the Cardinals. King has been here before. J.D. Drew is in uniform and he is active. He's the bonus player of this year. And Mark Little has joined the ball club, but he is not on the active roster. Cardinals trail by 2 as Delino de Shields leads off in the first, to be followed by Tatis and McGuire, and the Cubs lead 2-0. Steve Traxel, their pitcher, a 14-game winner. He's one of their best pitchers. He's a right-hander and brings it home to DeShields. Shows a bunt, drags it past the pitcher. To Morandini, the throw, safe, base hit. A drag bunt by DeShields and a leadoff single. Despite the effort by Morandini, once it got past the pitcher, it looked good, didn't it, Mike?
Usually, when you get it by that pitcher, on natural surfaces, and you can run like DeShields, it's automatic. I will say this, Morandini made it a lot closer than most would have.
Well, the leadoff man is on for Tatis. Had a home run here yesterday or 2 days ago. He has 5 for the year. Steve Traxel, the pitcher, the Cub pitcher, has allowed 19 home runs this season. That's not a very high total considering the number of innings he's worked to foul. Strike one on Tatis. With the Shields running the bases and the Cardinals trailing 2-0 here in the first inning of play. This is flooring industry night here at the ballpark. Dev Gartman organized the group. McGuire might floor a few people with what he does this evening, or Sosa might. Cubs are leading 2-0 first inning. Traxel steps off the rubber. This fellow's a slow worker. They're here from the St. Louis University Greeks. Sarah Griffin organized the group. Traxel is ready. He checks the shields. And the pitch. Miss low and away on a breaking ball. Also here tonight from Prevent Child Abuse Night, Lynn Schlosser organized the group, and the Pom Pom Squad performed in the courtyard this evening. The Highland Dance Team, the O'Fallon Golden Girls, McClure North Palms, and the Marquette Palms. Crowd comes alive as the Cardinals trail 2-0 in the opening inning. The Lino takes his lead. Traxel steps off but doesn't throw. Traxel is about the slowest worker in the game. Here's the pitch. Swing and a double play ball to third. It's foul, however. Foul ball. And the runner goes back to first. Well, this evening's Cardinal game is brought to you by Brewery Fresh Budweiser. We remind you that fresh beer tastes better. For that crisp, clean taste you won't find in any other beer. This Bud's for you. Ohio Casualty Group announces home runs for housing. With every Cardinal home run, I wonder if there'll be any tonight. Ohio Casualty donates $50 to Habitat for Humanity. Leadoff bunt single by the Shields after the Cubs scored 2 in their first. Traxel, the 6'4" right-hander, gets ready. 1-2, the count on Tatis. And the throw to first, and that was close. And he's out. They picked him off. The Shields is picked off on that quick move by Traxel. He lured him into taking that lead. Cardinals argue about the call with the first base umpire. Poncino called him out. Mark Grace put a quick tag on him, and Poncino called him out.
I don't think he's arguing about the tag at first. I think he's arguing about the move from the mound. That's what I think he's arguing about. That's exactly what he's arguing about.
Yes, he is, because he was tagged out by Grace, right?
Yeah, he was out. No doubt about that. He was arguing about the move by Traxel. That's what he was arguing about. You can argue if there isn't a balk. If there is a balk, you can't argue. Another neat rule we have. No fun at all anymore when you can't argue about balls and strikes.
One ball. 1-2, the count to Tatis. Strike 3 called on him. So Traxel suddenly is out of trouble, but he might get into more trouble now. He picked the man off first and struck out Tatis with a breaking ball. Here comes McGuire. You know, it strikes me that I hardly have to say anything. You could probably just listen to the crowd noise here and realize what's going on. Bases empty, 2 out. For McGuire, who has 61 home runs, will this be the night when he hits one of the most monumental home runs in the history of baseball? Will it be here in the first inning? Will it be on this first pitch from Traxel? Right-hander gets the sign. Here it comes to McGuire. He took a ball rolling away. You never saw so many flash bulbs at the ballpark in your life. Everybody wants a picture of the home run. or if these swing. Here's the pitch coming to McGuire. He took it inside. Ball two. Hundreds and hundreds of flash bulbs explode with each pitch. Outfielders deep to the left. Shortstop is back into the outfield. McGuire hasn't swung the bat yet. Here's a pitch from Steve Traxel. McGuire took a ball 3. 3-0. Like I say, I hardly have to tell you what's going on. You can tell by the crowd noise, right? The Cubs are leading 2-0. It's 2 out here in the inning. Scoreboard says 1 out, but there are 2 out. 2 out here in the first inning. 3-0 the count. And the crowd wants Traxel to throw one near the dish. Here it comes to McGuire. Swing, and a ground ball is short. Fielded by the shortstop, Hernandez, out at first after 1. Not in the first inning tonight. After 1, the Cubs lead it 2-0.
KMOX, St. Louis.
Scott Service is the leadoff hitter. And he fouls the ball. We're underway in the second inning. 2-0 as the Cubs scored 2 and left 2 in the first. And Service, the number 8 hitter, is up against Kent Merker with a pitcher to follow, a pretty good hitter, Steve Traxel. Here's the pitch over for low, ball 1. Trouble started in the first for Merker with a walk. And then he gave up 3 base hits, one of them coming after the Cardinals botched up a double play ball. 1-1 the count. Swing and a fly ball to center. Hard hit, but Langford is there. Back about 12 steps and makes the play for the putout. This day in Cardinals history is brought to you by Hardee's and the Missouri Lottery. September 8th, back in 1989. Pedro Guerrero's 3-run homer lifted the Cardinals to a win over the Cubs. He hit it off Mitch Williams. Guerrero finished the day with 4 for 4 and 5 RBIs. On September 8th of 1989. Pedro Guerrero with a big hit. Traxel throws right, bats right, ball 1. This day in Cardinal history brought to you by Hardee's. If you're going to have fried chicken, go all out. Have Hardee's fried chicken and by the Missouri Lottery, making life a little richer for all of us. Here's the strike call. Base is empty behind Merker. And Traxel takes ball 2. Service flied out to center to start this second. And the leadoff hitter, Lance Johnson, waits to bat next. Traxel took a look at it, but took a strike. And the count is 2-2. Next pitch from the lefty. Swing and a foul. This Traxel is big and strong, and he takes a cut, doesn't he, Mike?
Got 13 hits and 53 at-bats for a very nice, respectable 245 average with 1 home run and 6 runs batted in. I can remember when he pumped one against us, I believe.
Here's a pitch and a swing and a high fly ball to center field for Langford to handle. He drifts back and makes the play 2 out.
You can help yourself so many ways if you're a pitcher. Other pitchers sometimes can't. Hitting, fielding, running. Over the course of a year, over the course of a career, you can pick up numerous victories because of those added abilities.
Base is empty behind Merker. Pitching to Lance Johnson, a swing and a line drive into left. Gant is there. Almost slipped and let the ball get by him, but he caught it for the out. Johnson lined out to left. Down in order to go the Cubs. After an inning and a half, Chicago's on top 2-0.
Don't forget now, it's not too early to place your name on the list to receive information for 1999 season tickets. Here's the number for you. 314-425-0688. 425-0688. Cardinals have established a special phone number so that you can leave your name and address for the information. 425-0688. The area code is 314. So if you're interested in 99 season tickets, you just pick it up. Call that number and you will be taken care of.
Let's see if the Cardinals can catch the Cubs here in the second. Trailing 2-0. They put a man on in the first. That man was picked off, and so the number 4 hitter Langford is first up in the second inning. Traxel, the right-hander, delivers, and it's a ball just outside. As Steve Traxel is the Cardinals' opponent this evening. Had a losing record last year, but a winning record this year. A year ago, 8-12 with the Cubs. Traxel's next pitch is fouled. Trachsel. Steve Traxel. He's from California. From Oxnard, California. That's where our old friend Terry Pendleton grew up. Langford, Gann, and Mabry against the Cub right-hander. As the Cubs trying to get out of here with a split. Cardinals are 3-1 on this homestand. And this is the finale. There's a strike call, putting Langford in the hole. Langford with 26 home runs. He'd like to reach the 100 mark in RBIs, and he has 91 of those. He's the leadoff hitter. Traxel has started off, displaying good form here tonight. The last time he pitched here, Cardinals got ahead of him very quickly, knocked him out very early. Now tonight, he's ready. And the pitch. There's the ball. First time up, McGuire grounded out to short. This inning, it'll be Langford, Gann, and Mabry. The bottom three are Ordaz, Merker, and Marrero. Next pitch, swing and a miss, and a strikeout. That's the second K for Traxel. He threw a high, hard one past the Cardinal outfielder, and it brings up Ron Gann. 2 strikeouts for Traxel. Mike, this Traxel's on a much better track than he was the last time he started here.
Well, usually when you get good pitchers, you either get them early or you're out of luck, because once they settle in, they can really be something.
Traxel, a 14-game winner, looks like he's really sharp tonight. We invite you to send us a fax up here in the booth with your questions or comments. Send it on our Icon fax machine. There's a swing and a foul by Gant. A long one down in the left field. Here's the number for the Icon fax machine, 888-795-4566. 888-795-IKON. Base is empty behind Steve Traxel. On deck hitter is Mabry. Pitch coming. Gann took a strike on the outside corner. That's strike 2. Manny Ibar, Rick Croushore, and Curtis King have all been added to the ball club, along with Jose Jimenez. 0-2, and Gann hits another foul. Jimenez was 15-6 at Arkansas, and the Texas League Player of the Year. Ibar was 10-0 at Memphis, with a 2.60 ERA, and 3-6 with the Cardinals this year. Croushore and King you know about. And J.D. Drew is in uniform tonight along with Mark Little. 0-2 to Gann. Outside ball 1. J.D. Drew was the Cardinals' number 1 selection, the 5th overall in the annual draft this year. Traxel ahead 2-0, brings home another pitch, and Gann corks it foul into left field again, keeping him up there 1-2.
Jack, would you like to buy a ticket for one of the remaining games?
Can I do that?
No, you may not.
No more tickets? No ticket? No ticket, no washi, right?
You got it. You got it. We had mentioned so many times, please buy them, because we had a suspicion this might happen.
So no more tickets to be bought for the rest of the year. Here's a fly ball to right. Should be handled by Sosa, and it is 2 out.
You know, Jack, and I think that paid off, because I think most of those tickets have gone to Cardinal fans and not for the folks trying to jump in and get in on this great history-making season. So I'm really happy about that our loyal Cardinal fans have bought all those tickets, most of them anyway.
There was another transaction today as Scarborough Green, the young Cardinal outfielder, was claimed off waivers by Texas today. So the Cardinals have lost Scarborough Green, speedy outfielder. 2 out, nobody on for Mabry. Right-handed pitcher, left-handed batter, ball 1. Ball 2 was low. We're in the second, and the Cubs lead it 2-0. Here's the pitch. Swinging a foul goes out of play. In the Chicago first, Sosa got a hit, a single to left. And in the Cardinal first, McGuire grounded out to short. 2 balls and a strike with 2 outs. And another pitch to John Mabry is coming. Swinging a foul. Ford Contour now comes with 0.9% APR for 48 months. As for qualified buyers, or $1,000 cash back. Contour, a great car, a great deal, only at your quality Ford dealers. Here's the pitch from Trexel. Swinging along with a Mabry back at the center field fence. Might leave the park. It is caught by Johnson up against the fence for the final out. Johnson made it look easy once he got back there. He was right at the fence. After 2, the Cubs lead it 2-0.
Back to work goes Mr. Merker. And here in the 3rd inning, he'll work too. The heart of their lineup. It will be in the 2, 3, and 4 minutes. Hernandez, Grace, and Sosa. Cubs scored 2 in the first. They lead it 2-0 as we play here in the 3rd. Merker gave all 3 of those hits and both runs in the first inning. Cardinals have 1 hit. And it's 2-0. First one by Merker to the right-hander hitting Jose Hernandez. Little low, ball 1. 21 home runs and 69 RBIs. A great year for Hernandez. They didn't expect all of this from him. He pops it up on the infield. Who wants it? Big Mac. It almost never came down, but finally it does, and that's the first out. Here's Grace. Mark, an RBI single. Then he scored in the first inning. He now has 75 RBIs. And then he's put together another fine season. He is a very sound, everyday player. Sosa on deck. Well, the promotion shirts off your backs Cardinals had yesterday for MDA and Cardinals Care. They netted $145,000 yesterday. That is a 65% increase from last season. The 2-year total, $233,000. See, right call, too great. Isn't that great? Once again, the Cardinals continue to donate to so many different charities. Line drive, base hit to left. They keep throwing that ball out over the plate for Grace, and he just keeps playing tacky-tack.
He knows what to do with it, doesn't he?
Sure, you got to pitch him inside. Make him pull the ball. I bet you he gets the majority of his base hits up the middle and to left field.
I'm sure he does. Here comes Sosa. Single his first time.
This fella, in 91 games, his last 91, has 49 home runs. Sitting on 58 for the year, he takes it. It's the right call. Sosa has hit 2 home runs against Merker in his career. Came in 5 out of 18. They're deep straight away. Infield looks to the double play ball. And there it is, 2-3. Out at second and out at first. 5-4-3, and the inning is over. Good double play. Tatis, DeShields, McGuire. Bottom of the 3rd. Cubs lead 2-0. Back to the mound goes Traxel. Boy, he's been tough tonight. A nice note here over our fax from Alan Oliver in Glasgow, Scotland. He's listening in tonight on the internet. And a big hello to Tech Sergeant Barney Emerson. He's in Frankfurt, Germany, Ramstein Air Base. He's from St. Louis. all of his brothers, and everyone listening here in St. Louis. And Barney Emerson is tuned in Frankfurt, Germany. He's watching. He sets his alarm for 2 a.m. All right, Barney. We'll see if we can get it for you here tonight. I think you are looking for it, aren't you? Or do you want it to go on? First one to Ordaz is high ball. 1-1 underway in the third for the Cardinals. Ordaz, a 157 average, no homers, 5 ribbies. They're straight away, infield, outfield. The right-handed hitter looks at it low. Traxel has faced the minimum. Shields singled to start the game. He was picked off. Since then, he's retired everyone. So he has no perfect game tonight. With 2-0, Luis Ordaz takes a strike. Inside corner. This is a big game for Chicago. Everyone's a big game from Chicago from here on out. They're tied with the Mets for the wild card. 80 and 64 are the records. And just 2 back of the Giants, 78 and 66.
Mike, have you been visiting with the Maris family here in St. Louis?
Letting them alone, Jack. Letting them enjoy themselves. They were at the restaurant last night and had a nice meal, though. Outsiders ball 3, 3-1, and I'm happy to report that Pat Maris is feeling a lot better. In fact, she was out dining last night with the family.
And at the game tonight, a very gracious family, a very classy family, stylish family.
3-1, pop foul back here. Long look. Traxel gets his sign. And here she comes. Luis pops it up. It's on the infield. Who wants it? Second baseman Mondini is there, and 6 in a row retired by Traxel. He is on, to say the least. There were 39 lucky winners presented with jerseys last night. Players and coaches on the field immediately following the game. Think those jerseys aren't worth something? Worn when McGuire hit his 61st home run. Woo. The jersey worn by Mark. He wore 2, naturally. They took the one off when he hit that home run in the first inning. But the one he wore the remainder of the game was won by a lucky lady. And, of course, they had a special patch on the sleeve. Here's a butter tip. Strike 2. He missed it. Merker's 0-2. It was a great promotion yesterday. 50,530 fans in attendance. Purchased over 166,000 chances from 500 volunteers stationed around Busch Stadium. That is great. And I was not one of the winners. But somebody goes for a great cause. Merker looks at one outside, and it's 2-2 on deck. The number 9 man, Eli Marrero.
We were some of the spenders, weren't we? But not the winner.
Strike 3 call. Down goes Merker. Strikeout number 3 for the right-hander, Traxel.
1 in each inning thus far.
Usually, Jack, it's somebody that has just $1. They buy one and they get the lucky winner.
I think the lady bought 3 of them. 3 tickets.
That's great, isn't it? It really is.
Folks, you want a new Harley Davidson? I don't, but perhaps you do. If you want to know how to get one, it's simple. Send it an entry receipt from a $2 Show Me 5 ticket from the Missouri Lottery. That'll be your chance to win. Play Show Me 5. It's your ticket to ride.
You don't want one of those Harleys, huh?
I do not. I'd rather face a man with a knife than ride a motorcycle.
I think that it looked good, though, in your living room. You could just, could sit on it once in a while.
That'd be a watch TV.
Walk around. Yeah, sure. It's great. You could jump up and down on that seat.
That'd be about it.
Here is a strike into Eli. Going on 2 outs, third inning. 2-0 Chicago.
In fact, I'd rather jump out of an airplane than
You've done
ride
that.
a motorcycle.
So we know you're not completely sane.
Okay.
I bet you'd do it. In fact, we'll get a charity to egg you on. Here's a line drive in the left. Back goes the left fielder Hill. He has it. That's 3 up, 3 down. After 3, the Cubs lead 2-0. Back to work is Merker. 4th inning action. Leading it off is their big left fielder, Glenn Allen Hill. First one outside and high, ball 1. Nice letter here from Dale and Sherry Wiley, Crane, Missouri. Well, it's a fax they sent us. I want to know why Roger Maris played in 163 games in 61. Here's a fly ball in the right, high one. That should be easy. There is Mabry. Easy for Mabry anyway, 1 out. The official record list only 162 games. It's just like us playing here tonight. They listed as game number 144. But it's really game 145 because the rainout, the game does not count. The records do. But if you played in that game and all of the other games, you'd play in 163. That's a bad rule that Major League Baseball has. In my estimation, is a bad rule. They should just start the game and take it from there. But that's why Maris played in 163, and that's why McGuire will play in 163 this year. Or the Cardinals will have 163 games. He won't play in all of them, neither did Maris. Roger only played in 161, but there were 163. They count the record, and if you were in the game, they count it as a game played, and they list you as 163. And that's why Roger played in 163 games. He didn't play in all of them, but the Yankees did. So will the Cardinals this year because of the rain out in Pittsburgh. Here's a strike to Gaetti, and it's full now. Gary, an RBI single his first time out. Man, is he playing some baseball. He's hitting 9 in a row now. And make it another base hit. Over the shortstop's head. He's 2 for 2. Here, single. What a valuable asset he's going to be going down the stretch. For the Cubs, he's already been something. He's played in 16, now 17 as a starter, and hitting over 400 with 4 homers and 15 RBIs in those 17 games. That's what Gaetti's done. 1 out single. McGuire holds against him. Here is the left-handed swinging Mickey Morandini. And a fastball is high, ball 1. On deck, the catcher's service. 2-0. The Cubs scored twice in the first. And now on the 4th, 2-5-0 Cubs, 0-1-0 Cards. Infielders look for the double play ball, and here's a balk. Man, we've made some mistakes already tonight. A balk by Merker, and there goes the double play out of order. And they play Morandini to hit the left field. Give him right center. Mickey has 7 home runs, and another one is high to him, 2-0. Merker needs to get himself back together now after that balk. He's a little upset with himself. Be careful. Here's the 2-0. A breaking pitch, a beauty, strike call. That was one heck of a pitch there. Nice note from our buddy Roy Sievers, who lives here in St. Louis. Ted Williams said about Roy Sievers, the best swing you'd ever seen. 2-1. Upstairs, ball 3. I'd say that was a pretty good compliment, wouldn't you, Jim? We owe you a break. We'll give it to you after Morandini does something here. The pitch is in the dirt. He walked him. This is the Cardinals Baseball Network.
The Ohio Casualty Group and the Charles Ray Agency at 965-0501 are proud to support Cards Baseball and KMOX and the Habitat for Humanity. Ohio Casualty Group. Protect what's yours.
Scott Service, their catcher. Been playing very well of late. He has 12 hits in his last 39 at-bats coming into this action. Lined hard to center his first time. 7 home runs, 33 runs batted in. He got 3 of those RBIs against us on 3 ground-outs one night. Right-handed batter and a base hit to left. Let's see if we'll have a play at the plate. They're going to stop Gaetti there. And the bases will be loaded. Only 1 out. Ford Traxel, he's a good inning pitcher now. Cardinals get their bullpen busy. Curtis King starts to throw down there. So they do not like what they see from Merker. And here comes Duncan, the pitching coach. Well, if we get a break in the action tonight, don't forget about Brewery Fresh Budweiser for that crisp, clean taste. Budweiser. You know, they have introduced Born on Dating. It's the day your Bud was born. Budweiser, the king of beers. So the base is loaded. Traxel at the plate. Steve has 6 runs batted in this year. How's everything in Hot Springs, Arkansas? KXOWR station there. Stardust 1420. They play the easy favorites, the 40s and all the way through the 80s down there. Hot Springs, Arkansas. Now Merker is in a hot spot. Base is loaded, 1 out. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He threw it by Traxel. Up around the letter. KXOW broadcast Arkansas Razorbacks sports. On deck, Lance Johnson. Can Merker wriggle his way out of this mess? He trails 2-0 here in the 4th with the bases loaded, only 1 away. He checks, he kicks, he pitches. Change up and a little foul out of play into the owner's section down there, and they scramble for that souvenir. The young lady's seated down there, and she has it, and she's proud. Holds it high. Who will get home run number 62? You think that's not a valuable baseball? They are deep for Traxel, and they play him to hit to right. This guy's a pretty good hitter, the 0-2 pitch. He pops it up foul into the seats and out of play. I wish some corporation would come out and say, hey, we'll pay $1 million to whoever has that ball, and then we'll put it on display or do something with it for charity, and then after that give it to Mark, and then Mark will give it to the Hall of Fame, Cooperstown. That'd be neat, wouldn't it? 0-2. Struck him out swinging, or did he just get a piece of it? I think he just got a piece of it on a foul ball. He did. Just tipped it, and he stays alive. Ooh. He threw him an 0-2 changeup. See what he comes up with now. Big hello to Irene Meath in Springfield, Missouri. 91 listening in tonight. Traxel, who throws right, bats right. Steps out, walks back in. Wide to center his first time. Bases loaded, 1 out. Infielders look for the double play. Traxel wants the RBI. Cubs lead 2-0. The pitch inside, moved him out of there. Ball 1. Traxel spinning away. Then he snapped back. Nobody likes that ball up and in. Now, when it gets close to your whisker. Now he swings and fouls it off to the right into the seats. Traxel is really battling against Merker. Can't get that third strike by him. He's at him 0-2. It's 1-2. He's fouled off 3. No more tickets the rest of the games for St. Louis. Here at Busch, sold out. Sold out. Here's another. Traxel. Swing and a miss. He finally got him. Struck him out. Now the only thing that stands between Merker and getting out of this inning is Lance Johnson, who's really been swinging a hot bat of late. He's 0 for 2, though, in the early going here. That strikeout is the first for Merker tonight. Johnson is fly to center, line to left. Left-handed batter. He's coming off a hand injury. He's hitting 7 straight. During the 7, he's batted .357. With 2 out and the bases loaded, he takes it upstairs, ball 1. Big crowd, sold out. And we are sold out for the remainder of 1998 here at Busch Stadium. We'll have big crowds wherever we go. We go to Cincinnati, Houston, and Milwaukee. That's all that's left. Another to Johnson is high, and it's ball 2. He wasn't walking. Not with the bases lowered, would he? This Johnson is a very fine, everyday journeyman ball player. He's looking for a fat one on 2-0. Here it is, and he takes it. Steer out. Tatis at third. Ardaz at short. DeShields the second baseman. Big Mac at first. Bases are loaded. Gaetti, Morandini in service. The 2-1. Swinging a line drive deep into right field. Back is Mabry on the move, He backhands it right at the track. Inning over. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Cubs still lead 2-0.
Ah, Frank, this summer's going to be fun.
Why was that?
Because I rented a summer branch.
Summer branch.
I'm going to stock the fridge with Budweiser, invite the Iguana girls over, turn up the radio.
What's that?
Boom, 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 boom.
Where's that coming from?
Club Louie. This is going to be fun.
Club Louie. Hey, Chicky Boom Boom over there. What's happened to you? What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I carried away. I'm still the same old Louie.
Yeah, well, I hope so.
However, I would like you to start calling me Louis.
No, I'm not going to do that.
Louis the 14th?
No.
The lizard formerly known as Louis?
Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri.
The game's starting soon. What you eating?
Dino cookies. My mom got me them.
Great. Those are from Mrs. Allison's. And
I eat one cookie for every batter and it gives me good luck. But sometimes I eat more.
Sure. And Cardinals Cookies donates money to Cardinals Care Charities. So you're not just helping batters. You're helping other kids.
Wow.
Get your cookie ready. Here comes our first batter.
I think I need more cookies.
Cardinals Cookies in the box with a red bird from Mrs. Allison.
You can't beat the home team, the St. Louis Cardinals and Schnucks.
All varieties of budded wafer-sliced meats are on sale. Pick up 4 2.5-ounce packages for $1.58. Bring in your film all this week to Schnucks and get a second set of prints free. Details in store. Totino's Party Pizzas are ready when you are. All varieties now only 99 cents each. And save on regular and diet Dr. Pepper and 7-Up. 6-packs are buy one, get one free. Some sale items are subject to sizes and limits. Details in store at Schnucks.
The voice of St. Louis. News Talk 1120. KMOX.
Back to work as Traxel. He's been something. He gave DeShields a single in the first, picked him off, and since then he has retired. 8 in a row, 3 on strikeouts. He'll have DeShields, Tatis, and McGuire here in the 4th with the Cubs leading 2-0. McGuire rounded to short his first time up on a 3-0 pitch. His Traxel kept everything low and away, and even the ground ball to short was low and away. A nice hand for DeShields. Delanos hitting .299. So you know what he wants to do? Keep that average over the 300 plateau. He's a free agent at the end of the year. Here at third is Gaetti, charging and a striking at the knees. 2-0 Cubs. But no one too concerned about that at the moment as far as the fans are concerned. Played DeShields straight away, and he looks at it low and inside. Evens the count 1-1. Tatis and then McGuire. We had 50,000 plus here yesterday. We have the same this afternoon, but they'll have to count one as double. Orlando Pace is here. Here's a ground ball foul. We gotta count Orlando twice, don't we? We're gonna count you twice as in attendance here tonight. He is the big lineman from the Rams. He's here enjoying Cardinal baseball. A 1-ball, 2-strike pitch. Traxel to Delano. Ground ball, hard hit to Gaetti. Man, he is something. Tough play. He makes it as usual. And that's 9 in a row. Set down by Traxel. If you watch Gaetti play third base and you're a youngster, please don't emulate him because he does not have a good basic technique of feeling ground balls. But of course, when they saw Stan Musial stand at the plate, they said, "Oh no, you can't do that, kid." Or they would today, maybe. But Gary is a Gold Glove winner, and he can play. Here's Tatis, and here's a strike to the Cardinal third sacker. All of the fans come back to their seats now in anticipation of number 25 on deck, looking for number 62. Tatis, a fast one high, evens the count 1-1. Traxel has been tough. As the Redbirds shut out on one hit, and he picked that man off. This Shields, the leadoff hitter. He's retired everyone since. Tatis looks at a strike outside corner. Perfect pitch, 1-2. Traxel gets it up there right around the 90 mark. High 80s. 2 fastballs. 4 and 2-seamer. And he brings home another. Swing and a miss. Threw it by him. Right up around the letter. Here he comes. Big Mac, listen to the crowd. They come to their feet. He is set. They are very deep. They play him to fall. Traxel winds and fires. Big Mac swing and a shot into the corner. It might make it. There it is. 62, folks. It just got over the left field wall in the corner. And we have a new home run champion. A new Sultan of SWAT. It's Mark McGuire. He touches them all. Unbelievable. He hugs Gaetti as he comes around. He's pointing to the crowd. He's saluting the entire team at home plate. He gets a hug. He gets a hug from the catcher's servant. He picks up his youngster. Unbelievable. I'll just let you listen, folks. He's mobbed. He's mobbed at home plate. Just mobbed by his teammates. They come out of the bullpen. Confetti, fireworks. He hit a line drive that got about a foot over the left field wall. 62 home runs, a new home run champion, Mark McGuire. Way to go, Mac. This man has been amazing from day one. He hit 61 yesterday. It's the final game of his homestand. He hit 62 tonight. An unbelievable storybook season for Mark McGuire. And they're still on front of the Cardinal dugout. He's getting high fives from everywhere.
You know that song, Mike? Stop the World? Stop the world, but I don't want to get off. This is wonderful. This is wonderful.
Jack, we talked about it. Because of the...
Here comes Sammy Sosa all the way from right field.
And he gives Sammy a big hug and lifts him off the ground.
Has baseball ever been like this?
Jack, no. And it's because of those two guys right there.
Baseball has never been like this before.
Look at him. High five. Another hug. Sammy Sosa. Unbelievable. Just unreal. The umpires watching. The opposing players watching. Tony La Russa shakes hands with Sammy Sosa. Unbelievable. And now he stands out there. McGuire, he's going over to the Maris family. Going over to the Maris family. Jumps into the seats. To put hugs on the Maris kids with Pat Maris there. Unbelievable. And he's getting high fives from...
You talk about a classy family.
Oh, man. Unbelievable. And now he's talking to one of the Maris children. Well, Andy's really the guy that's taking this thing the hardest. And
Mike.
There's Susan and Sandra.
Did you have an opportunity to tell the people where the ball went?
Yeah, over the left field wall, about a foot, man. It was a smoking line
About
drive.
a foot high enough and about 3 feet there.
Just got over there, but I knew it was a bullet. He's still over there hugging the Maris children and getting congratulations from them. He's unbelievable.
You know what this reminds me of? And unfortunately, on a grander scale, was the night Lou Brock broke Maury Will's record here in 104 and 105. And I don't think anything that ever happened in this ballpark compares with what just occurred.
Now he's back out there again and getting some more high fives. I mean, he's elated. You can't blame him.
Oh, you know,
the way he's handled this thing has been unreal.
Yeah, he suffered through all of this. He accommodated everybody through all of this. And now he's going to savor the moment. He hit a line drive. He thought it might stay fair. He thought it might get over the fence. He missed first base. He had to go back and retag first base.
I tell you, the Cardinal coach over there, Dave McKay, he was right on the job. He made him go back and touch it again to be sure.
There was only one fan who went on the field. He was immediately hustled off. And this is a nice, clean, gorgeous, tumultuous moment here at this stadium.
It's just phenomenal. Jack, you know, I said it yesterday, because of these two guys, Sosa and McGuire, it's almost like the United States of America and the Golden Rule. That's what our country was founded on.
Yeah.
These two guys are something. Here's McGuire now.
The whole city of St. Louis and all the fans here. Thank you for all the support. It's unbelievable. All my family, everybody, my son, Chicago Cubs, Sammy Sosa, unbelievable. Clap.
Unbelievable class, he said. And Sosa gave him the heart thump.
Oh, yeah. It's unbelievable. And look how patient the Cubs are out there in traction, man. This is a big race for them. And I'll bet you they're glad to get that over. Now we can play some baseball.
One more thing. I'm glad you got to call it, Mike.
Thanks, Jeff.
Maris's record, you were one of Roger's best friends, and he held the record of 61. You've seen that record toppled, and who knows how many more you're going to hit before the end of September. And I'm glad you were there for that moment. Well, Mike, this might be a tender subject for you. I'm sure it is. But you and I both know that Roger Maris would say, here, turn it loose, let it go. That's the way it is. Isn't that right?
If Roger was here tonight, he'd get the biggest hug.
That's right.
McGuire'd get the biggest hug from Maris.
You bet, you bet.
And then anyone.
Well, we'll just let the celebration rage on here. That's what the people came here for. They didn't care whether the Cardinals won or not, because this home run chase, has superseded everything with regard to the Cardinals. I wonder, Mike, this. Did we just see the most monumental home run in the history of baseball? Does it surpass the Bobby Thompson home run?
Oh, yeah, there's no doubt. This is the greatest home run in the history of the game.
I think it is.
But you know what? The greatest home run, really, the one you're going to watch forever and ever, is the last one he hits this year. Yeah. If that, in fact, is the record. The Sosa's still around.
Well, this place is at a standstill.
Yeah, it is.
It's not quiet. The game's at a standstill. The game has faded into the background. As these folks were on hand and you were tuned in, and Mark McGuire hit number 62. Number 61 yesterday. This is Tuesday. He hit one Monday. He hit one Tuesday. He missed on Sunday. He hit one on Saturday, Monday, and Tuesday. And he wanted to do it here in St. Louis, and it turned out that way.
Well, every time I'd ask him, every time I go down there, I said, Mark, you know, these people keep coming out to watch you do something. Every time they come, he's answered the bell.
And you know, Mike, he does it against people who are totally intent on defending him for hitting the home run. Drexel, their top pitcher tonight, came out here just as sharp as you've ever seen anybody.
He had retired 10 in a row, before McGuire hit that.
There's a bunt single, and he picked that man off, and the bases were empty. And McGuire came up with 2 out. It's a 2-1 game, and a big 62 is flashing up there on the scoreboard. It went 341 feet. It just barely made it over the fence and
It was a bullet, wasn't it?
I'll say it was a laser beam.
Jack, you know what I like about all this, though? Because of Sosa and McGuire, the way they've handled themselves through all of this, pulling for one another, wishing for one another, handling themselves so classy.
Some people, Mike, try to come out of the background and out of the woodwork and talk about expansion, diminished pitching, lively baseball, bodybuilding supplements. But those people have faded away, and there's nothing but love reigning in this game of baseball this evening. It is total love. And how in the world did McGuire do it with all of these things that have been going on? He just pushes everything aside and hits the ball out of the park.
It was meant to happen. There's no doubt about it. We've seen it from day one. What this guy has done is just phenomenal.
The entities that are involved here makes for a totally dramatic picture. First of all, this overflow crowd, the recent home runs by McGuire, the presence of Sammy Sosa, the Cub battle for the playoff berth, the Maris family being on hand. Birthday yesterday for McGuire's father, with McGuire's son being here, and that story being so well known. All of those things add up to a glorious, glamorous sports moment which goes right to the top of the heap, immediately to the top of the heap. And this was the most gargantuan home run with regard to the scope of the meaning of the home run, the most gargantuan home run in the history of baseball.
Well, here we go again. Here's a strike to Langford. Cardinals trail 2-1. Mark McGuire. Unbelievable. He finally sits down in the Cardinal dugout next to his buddy, Pat Kelly.
How'd you like to be the hitter right now? Huh? These guys. I'd like to be the hitter. Mr. McGuire, you are something, I'm telling you.
How about this, Jack? The biggest home run he's ever hit in his life, the biggest home run he's hit this year, is the shortest one he's hit this year.
Is that right?
341 feet, they say.
It just barely got over the fence. It just barely fair.
When he smoked it, it was really lined hard.
And nobody caught it, Mike. It just zipped into the vacuum out there.
Yeah, it's down into the archives back there.
It's going to Cooperstown.
I guarantee you that. Here's a swing and a miss, and that takes care of the Cardinals here in the fourth. But I'll let you listen. Just listen to this crowd, folks. Mark McGuire has done it again for them. A new home run champion. He's a St. Louis Cardinal. His name is Mark McGuire. And listen to the crowd as he goes back to first base. He takes a big, deep breath. Woo! And once again, he waves to the fans. I wonder if he'll be able to keep going here today. He must want to just go and go in and take a nap now. After 4, the Cubs lead the Cardinals 2-1.
One fine day during the Middle Ages.
Thank you all for attending our seminar, Bringing Out the Successful Invader in You. I now turn the floor over to our guest speaker, Attila the Hun.
Hello, my name is Attila. I'm here to tell you the secret to any successful invasion is to SKIP. Skip! No, sit down, you wimps. Skip. Surprise keeps the invasion perfect.
Back then, you couldn't see who was calling, but these days, caller ID from Southwestern Bell gives you the caller's name and number before you answer, so you won't be surprised by those unwelcome callers. To order, call 1-800-234-BELL.
And if that doesn't work, then hola! H-U-L-A. What does that mean? Doesn't mean anything. It's just a lot of fun.
Caller ID from Southwestern Bell, your friendly neighborhood global communications company. Not available in all areas and all call service provided by Southwestern Bell Telephone.
Get to your quality Ford dealer for the season's best deals on Ford Explorer. Get the on and off-road power that you want with a sporty 2-door look and Explorer Sport, nicely equipped with aluminum wheels, CD player, a special sports appearance, and a whole lot more. At your quality Ford dealer Qualified buyers get low 0.9% APR financing for 48 months and low starting MSRP on the rugged Explorer Sport. With a powerful 4.liter V6 engine, the Explorer Sport gives you the power to take you anywhere. With side door intrusion beams and optional remote keyless entry, you'll be safe on both sides of the river. Get the style, safety, and comfort you want in the Explorer Sport. 0.9% APR financing for 48 months and an incredibly low starting price. Whether you're out in the wilderness or on your next road trip, the Explorer Sport will get you there. 0.9% financing on Explorer Sport, so get to your quality Ford dealer on both sides of the river.
America's Sports Voice, KMOX.
We're into the fifth inning now with the Cubs leading the Cardinals 2-1. And Jose Hernandez is just flying out to right field. Against Ken Merker, there's one gone. And Mark Grace, who is 2 for 2, is up there now. You've never seen such unselfishness in your life displayed by everyone involved. The Maris family, the Cubs, everybody was involved in it. Savor the moment. Here's the ball whistling off the pitcher's mound to the shortstop Ordaz. On one off, he grabs it and throws the first for the foot out. And there are 2 gone in the fifth. As we said earlier, here comes Sosa. He now trails McGuire by 4 in the home run derby. He gets another standing ovation for his affection showed to Mark McGuire.
Sosa has to get a lot of credit for what's going on this year.
He's pushing McGuire. Here's a swing and a foul. Not only has he pushed McGuire, Mike, he's going to continue to push him for the rest of the month.
That's why.
He's going to make McGuire play and try very hard to hit even more home runs.
You know, Mac told me, he said he thought maybe he'd get to 70. Yeah. Sosa said, I think he'll get to 70, and they're still going to have a race.
Sosa took the ball 1-1.
Listen to this crowd. They're yelling Sammy's name.
Sosa is single and hit into a double play. And he's the batter now with 2 out here in the Cubs fifth. And McGuire has already done it. Sosa took a pitch inside, back to the screen. And the count goes to 2 balls and a strike. The home run by McGuire was a shot, a bullet, a laser. He just turned on it. It stayed fair by about 10 feet, went over the fence less than that in fair ground. And it only went 341 feet, the shortest home run he's hit all year. It was a bullet.
The only thing that was bad about it is the fan didn't get a chance to get it. But no, you know what, Jack? The big one is going to be the last one that he hits.
This is a big one here.
No. The biggest one will be the last one he hits.
I think you just called. Here's 3 and 2 on Sosa. And the pitch coming from Merker. Ball 4, he walked. The hometown crowd boos Merker for walking Sosa. I think, Mike, you just called the most monumental home run in the history of baseball. I really do.
Well,
breaking Roos' record the other day, and the total record today, Roger Maris' record.
And he does it in game number 145, so you can put the rest.
The reason Merker walked him is so he could talk to McGuire.
There they are again, both smiling. Matt keeps his glove in front of his mouth so they can't read his lips, swinging a foul back as we continue to play here. Unbelievable.
Randy Allen Hill is the batter. He is 0 for 2 with the bat this evening, hitting over 300.
But the home run, Jack, that's going to go into Cooperstown is going to be that last one.
Well, this one I know is going in. In fact, the folks from Cooperstown have already talked to me, Mike, about this score sheet. They want this score sheet for Cooperstown. That's how much attention they are paying to this one.
Oh, yeah, everything.
You know, to think, I thought sure as heck we were going to Cincinnati. I thought, man, he can't hit another, can he? And he did. Here's a swing and a foul. Again by Glenn Allen Hill.
That's what's been so amazing.
Nothing bothers him.
Well, it's like that, the way this season's going, all these people come out expecting him. It's like, I got to do it for him. I mean, like yesterday. What could happen yesterday better than this?
I didn't mean to laugh while you were talking about it. I just saw McGuire close up. He took a deep breath and he sighed and his shoulders fell. Here's a long one in the left. Here comes Gant after it. Shortstop goes out, Ordaz. He makes the play. McGuire took a deep breath and sighed and his shoulders fell about 1.5 feet. He's got to be so worn out. So the inning is over as Hill pops to short and the Cubs leave a runner. That's the 6th man they have stranded in the game. Cardinals come to bat in the fifth. And thanks to McGuire's 62nd home run of the season, Cardinals are trailing by only one. It's the Cubs 2, and the Cardinals 1.
Well, Jack, some night here, some year, and I find it so ironic. It's just hard to believe that this guy comes here. What fate plays is unbelievable. You know, Maris, my best friend, had a great relationship with Roger and deep love for him, and to be able to watch all of this and to have Maris really finally get his due, I think people are finally realizing what a great player he was and what a tremendous season that he has. And for me to be sitting here and to call that home run, it's phenomenal, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll say strike one the count. And the pitch again is a fly ball into right. Chasing it is Sosa. He gets to it, makes the play. Well, here's Mike Shannon with a replay of the call of number 62.
They are very deep. They play him to pull. Traxel winds and fires. Big Mac, swing, and a shot into the corner. It might make it. There it is. 62, folks. It just got over the left field wall in the corner. And we have a new home run champion. A new Sultan of SWAT. It's Mark McGuire. He touches them all. Unbelievable.
Here's a pitch of ball to Mabry. Mabry is 0 for 1 with a fly ball to deep center field. That was the shortest home run hit by McGuire this season. 341 feet. Into left, into the corner, just over the fence, and fair by how much, do you know?
And the largest one, Jack. The largest one he hit this year, and maybe...
How much fair was it?
I'd say it was about 10 feet fair.
Yeah, I couldn't see it. The ball disappeared into the corner there.
It went fast, didn't it?
I'll say. Mabry's hitting with one out. Traxel leading by a run. A ground ball to short second base. Guarandini scoops and throws for the second out here in the fifth inning. Score is 2-1 Cubs. Base is empty, and Luis Ordaz is coming up. And you know what? McGuire's going to bat a couple more times before this game is over.
I'll tell you what, Jack.
I surrender. I surrender. I've had enough.
You know what, Jack? He still, in my mind, he still has not hit the longest home run he's going to hit. I don't know if he's going to hit it this year.
I believe
he probably will.
As soon as he's through growing, I think he'll do so.
But he might do it. From here on out, he's going to hit one, folks, and it's going to go a place where a home run has never gone before, in my mind, anyway.
Here's Ordaz hitting with 2 out. He's 0 for 1 and takes a strike from Traxel. Traxel has been pitching almost perfectly. The reason you have to say almost is because not the bunt single by DeShields, who was later picked off, but because of the home run by McGuire. 2 out in the fifth, 2-1 Cubs. Base is empty. Pitch coming, Ordaz looks at the ball, 1-1.
Big commotion behind home plate. I think one of the ground crew was the gentleman that retrieved that home run as it went underneath the stands out
I guess he counts as much as anybody, huh?
I guess so.
Here's the pitch to Ordaz, low and away for ball 2, 2-1.
You know, it's always been a tradition that when a ball goes into the stands, the fan keeps it. And they've been so gracious to return these baseballs to Mark.
I've been surprised, to tell you the truth. Here's a swing and a high pop-up by Ordaz. Down will go the Cardinals through 5 innings, and the Cubs lead it by the score of 2-1. Ken Merker gave up 2 runs in the first inning. Cardinals got one of those back in the 4th inning on the McGuire home run. Now we're going into the 6th inning. And Merker will try to keep it as it is. Gaetti has 2 hits and the run batted in. Merker pitches to Gary, and it's down and in for ball 1.
He may not be finished for the night, Jack.
I am. Ball 1 to count, the pitch up and in to Gaetti. Ball 2 from Merker. It'll be Gaetti, Morandini in service. Let's look at the other scores and look at the Mets in particular, who are tied for the wild card spot with these Cubs. A swing and a miss by Gaetti. Philadelphia's taking it to the Mets. It's 8, 11, 12, 15-3. In the 8th inning, and the Phillies are going to beat the Mets, so the Cubs Could grab a one-game lead here. The line drive into left. That ball hooks and goes foul by about a 10-foot margin down there in the left field corner as Gaetti leads off in the sixth. Your quality Ford dealer would like to talk to you about Mark McGuire and talk to you about Ford cars and trucks and this season's best deal on Explorer. Low 1.9% financing for 36 months for qualified buyers and great MSRP. Gaetti swings and fouls it back here, and the count stays 2-2. So you don't think McGuire's through for the night, huh?
I don't think so.
You think he's got the strength to hit another home run?
I think he might hit one 9 miles.
Gaetti swings and misses, striking out for the first out in the sixth.
Jack, it's ironic. The two balls that he's hit were 61 and 62. Have been home runs that he usually doesn't hit. Line drive. You know, you call it 61.
I'll tell you, he's getting tired. He's getting
Yeah, he hit that one off the stadium club.
Look at here.
We're going to have a gentleman sit down and retrieve the baseball.
Here's the swing and a foul out of play by the left-handed hitting Morandini. There's a member of the ground crew to whom I've said hello frequently over the years. Tell me your name, sir.
Hi, my name is Tim Farneris.
Tim, how long you been working here?
6 years.
Yeah, we've seen each other frequently, huh?
Yes.
Well, you got the ball?
Yeah, well, not now, but I did. I got the ball.
How'd you get it? Where'd it come to you?
Well, I was very lucky, Mr. Buck. I was sitting out there, right out in left field, and I saw the ball hit. And I've been lucky this year all season. I've seen balls hit, and I can kind of judge whether they're going to go over that wall. And I thought for a second, you know what, that ball's going over. So I ran as fast as I could, and it hit off the net, and I said, man, that's my ball, and I took it.
Hit off what net?
Well, it went right underneath the Conoco sign, and it hit the batting cage net, and I saw it just sitting there.
I see. Well, please don't call me Mr. Buck, because you and I are the best of friends now. We're going to share that baseball.
Hey, you better believe it.
Tell me your name once more.
Tim Farneris.
Who from your family might be listening out there in the audience?
Well, I'd like to definitely dedicate this one to Tony Farneris, my father. He is sitting at home probably. And, Dad, this one's for you. Just like Mark did 61 for his dad, 62 was for my dad.
And your mother's an old friend of mine. She works downstairs here, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Good to see you, ma'am. Tell me your mother's name.
Yeah, this is my mother, Rita. Rita works down at the Cardinal Club, and my brother's also up here in the booth. Tino, he also works on the grounds crew with me.
Even though you work for the Cardinals, you remember the ground crew, that ball belonged to you, right?
I guess so, but in my opinion, it really belongs to Mr. McGuire.
Yeah, well, I'm sure
he hit it.
That ball,
I just happened to find it.
That ball's going to go to Cooperstown. Here's a fly ball into center. Here comes Langford very hard. The ball drops in front of him for a base hit. With two out off the bat of Service. With two gone, Service served one into center field, and the batter is the pitcher coming up. What I mean is, you're just the same as any paying customer here in the ballpark. You have the rights to the ball as well as anybody else. That's the way I look at it. Who else does it belong to, except that you say you're going to give it to Mark McGuire, right?
Definitely.
Wonderful. And I'm sure you'll be well rewarded. Isn't that a great moment for you?
You better believe this is a dream come true.
Here's the swing by Traxel, and there's the line drive base hit to the left by the pitcher. That's his first hit of the ninth, the second hit of the inning, coming with two out. And it brings up Lance Johnson, their leadoff hitter. Did you ever collect many more foul balls while doing your work?
Technically, am I supposed to tell you that?
No.
Yes. Actually, it was very funny. When Tatis hit his home run a couple days ago, my brother actually got it, but he ended up giving it to a little girl in the stands.
Yeah. How much over the fence was that ball? About a foot?
Yeah, I mean, it barely cleared it, and that's why I thought, if I run down there and it hits the wall, nothing lost. But if it goes over the wall, I better make sure it's mine.
How fair was the ball? How many feet?
It looked like a good 2-3 feet fair.
But nothing more than that, huh?
Exactly.
Okay. Well, congratulations to you, young fellas. A big moment for you, right?
You better believe it.
Let me shake your hand.
Oh.
Here's a ground ball to second. Nice play to Shields. Out at first. The Cubs lead 2. They've left 8. Cardinals come to bat in the 6th. And the Cubs are leading it 2-1.
Frankie.
Yeah.
I've been working on some new pickup lines.
Now, let me hear 'em.
How's this? Your eyes are like bulging spheres which can rotate in any direction.
Oh, that's horrible. You need a more romantic approach, Louis.
What?
Like you send a Budweiser across the swamp.
Oh, I like that.
You crawl up slowly and you say, I couldn't help but notice how the moonlight reflects off of your sticky, gelatinous tongue.
Oh, Frank, that's disgusting.
Not disgusting. It's certainly no worse than your lines.
Romeo, you are not.
Hey, I've had much success with that line.
Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri.
Things are humping here at the old ballpark, I tell you that. What a year this has been for a ball club that's out of the pennant race as the Cardinals are. 20 and a half games out. Playing better, though. I knew they're playing much better. They've won 8 out of their last 10. And the Cardinal record for the season is 70 and 73, so a better than 500 finish is conceivable. The number 8 hitter is due up, and we're going to have a pinch hitter. And guess who it's going to be, if my eyes don't deceive me? This is J.D. Drew, the Cardinal bonus baby. Number 1 draft pick, making his big league debut. And batting for Merker. J.D. Drew. And the fans get an added bonus. They get their first look at J.D.'s league debut. And batting for Merker. J.D. Drew. And the fans get an added bonus. They get their first look at J.D. Drew. Hitting for Merker, leading off here in the 6th inning. So J.D. Drew up there batting from the left side. Against the right-hander, Steve Traxel. This is the first at bat in the big leagues for Drew. So this capacity crowd gets another kick. And Drew is batting in the number 8 spot. Here's the first pitch to him. And Drew batting left with a swing and a miss on a sinker ball. He wears number 8. He has a big smile on his face after swinging and missing on the first pitch, an off-speed delivery from Traxel. Drew would be pumped up. They play Drew to pull. Third baseman even with the base. Here comes another from Traxel, and it's up high for a ball. So it'll be Drew, and then the number 9 hitter, Marrero. And then DeShields here in the 6th with the Cubs leading 2-1.
I'll tell you the kind of guy Tony La Russa is. He's going to try to get as many ball players in this game tonight as he can. So
here's another swing and a miss by Drew.
When this box score goes to Cooperstown, all these people will have their name in it.
Oh, that's right,
yeah.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count to Drew, leading off in the 6th. 4 in a row, retired by Traxel. He pitches, and Drew took it high to even the count. And the count goes to 2-2. On J.D. Drew, just up from Memphis. Cubs have left 8, so they could be better off than their 2-1 lead here in the 6th inning. 2-2 the count. Outfield to the right for J.D. Drew. And it's outside, ball 3. He looked rather relaxed for a fellow making his big league debut in front of 50,000 people. 6th inning, the Cards have been out hit 8-2 and trail 2-1. And Drew is leading it off and swings and hits it into the right field corner down the line, hooking and going foul. He hit that ball with one hand and hooked it foul. The crowd thought they were going to sit in on some more history here tonight.
Jack, when a rookie comes to the big leagues and they give him a number like J.D. Drew is wearing,
number 8,
you can bet they have a real good idea that he's going to be around for a long time. Those are special numbers, folks.
2 balls and 2-1 the score. 3-2 the count. Traxel, the 14-game winner, pitches, and Drew took a strike call on the outside corner. The umpire punched him out, and that's the 6th strikeout for Traxel. And he gets the leadoff hitter here in the 6th inning. And he'll pitch to Marrero, who flied to left his first time up. Well, more excitement. Get to the best deals of the season on ZX2 at your quality Ford dealer. Qualified buyers get low 0.9% financing for 48 months or $1,000 cash back. ZX2, only at your quality Ford dealer. See him tomorrow. Marrero took a ball. Traxel, 14-7 for the year. He throws and catches the inside corner, according to the plate umpire, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. These umpires have been here for all 5 games of this homestand. Infielders are deep as Marrero bats. Traxel brings it to him. Misses low and away for a ball. Some folks have sent us faxes up here. Doug Lane has corresponded with us.
Jack, I've gotten facts from Scotland, from Germany.
Well, that's because you know everybody all over the world.
We got one from New Zealand the other night.
I'd love to go to Scotland. I've never been there.
I was supposed to go last year. I had all my tickets and everything. And a medical situation came up in the family, and I couldn't go.
3-1 the count to the hitter Marrero. On deck hitter is DeShields here in the Cardinals' sixth. Traxel throws, caught the outside corner. This guy can work the corners. 6 innings work for Merker, giving 2 runs and 8 hits. He caused the Cubs to strand 8. Ball 4 puts the batter on base.
How about these fans? They're not going anywhere, are they, Jack? They're staying right here. They want to see the action, to say the least, from here on out. And McGuire will stay in this game. We will have a ceremony following this game on the field. And the master of ceremony will be my partner, Jack Buck. That will happen on the field probably about 30 minutes after the game, somewhere in there. And I don't think any of these folks will go. I think they'll stay around.
Merker pitched 6 innings, 2 runs, 8 hits, struck out 3, walked 3. Now DeShields is at the plate. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. And a throw to first, and Traxel, who picked DeShields off in the first inning, failed to get Marrero, who was just given the first pass by Traxel this evening. So he struck out the leadoff hitter, J.D. Drew, and then gave up the walk, and here's the pitch to DeShields. Delino hits a foul out of play. Strike 1.
Tony La Russa's mother passed away the other day, and they had the funeral today.
That's right.
He was in Tampa, and one of our Cardinal owners personally flew him back here for this game tonight. He just made it at game time, and isn't that a wonderful thing for him to miss this home run after all that he's done for McGuire and for St. Louis? And I sure am happy that he made it back, and we sure are happy for him.
And, of course, saddened by the death of his mother, who suffered for a long time with Alzheimer's. Here's the pitch to DeShields on the outside corner, and Delino is quickly in the hole 0-2.
And he said that he would be back if his father didn't need him, and so we're happy that that came about. And that was a tough day in Tony La Russa's life. Bittersweet, to say the least.
Lead by the runner, that is Marrero. He's on at first with 1 out. Here's the pitch. Delino took ball 1. In the bottom of the 6th, Cards have been out hit. 8-2, trail 2-1. Redbirds have not left any runners. Had 1 picked off. McGuire circled the bases. And Marrero is the third base runner of the night. That's all.
Jack, I never got to see what Big Mac did when he hit that ball because I was watching the baseball.
He was running like heck and looking over his shoulder into left field.
He wasn't sure if it was going to make it either.
Oh, here's another quick throw, and they darn it. Now they call a balk.
That's what La Russa was arguing about in the first inning, and now here comes their manager out, Jimmy Riggleman, and he's going to talk about it too. Even though you can't argue about a balk, I know what he's going to say. Hey, La Russa comes out there and argues about it. Well, this will be interesting. First baseman, Grace already talking to it.
Apparently it had to do with the leg kick. That's what the umpires seem to indicate.
Move that front leg first. Can't do that.
That's the way Drysdale used to do it, isn't it? Bent that knee.
Yeah, in fact, they didn't change the rule until Drysdale got out of the leg. It was a grandfather move on that.
Yeah,
he used to bend the front knee.
Bend the front knee like it was going to come to the plate, then he'd spin and throw. He had a good spin move, a quick one. Now DeShields is up there with 1 out. Tatis is in the on-deck circle. McGuire will bat a couple more times before this game is over. Maybe just once more. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Traxel delivers, and Delino swings and hits it in the left. That's a base hit. Here comes the tying run. It will score. The ball gets past the left fielder for an error, and we're tied 2-2 on the base hit and RBI by DeShields, and an error charge to the left fielder. Hill sends the go-ahead runner down to second with 1 out.
Jack, I just wonder, this series and McGuire hitting the home runs against the Cubs, I wonder what will happen to Chicago in their bid.
They've got some tough series. They got to go to Houston they got to go to San Diego. They have some tough games left on their schedule. So Marrero walked, went to second on a balk, and scored a rather cheap run on a good hit by DeShields and an error by the left fielder Hill. And the Cardinals have made 2 runs on 3 hits, and the batter is Tatis. He has struck out twice. He's not that familiar with Traxel, but he's getting more so by the moment. Here's a fly ball into deep left. Back at the track, it's going to be caught by Hill. He pulls it down for the second out of the inning, and here comes McGuire. Listen to the man, to the hands of the man who just hit home run number 62 a short while ago. Our good pal Russ David. Fine musician here in town. Our good pal Russ David called me this afternoon, and he was singing to me on the telephone to the tune of McNamara's band. Oh, his name is Mark McGuire. He's the biggest in the land. It's pretty good, too.
Russ David?
Yeah. They're going to walk him. Whoa, listen. Whoa.
Intentional pass.
Whoa. Second walk given up by Traxel. Ball 1, ball 2.
Hey, guys, they're in a pennant race, and I guarantee that Jimmy Riggleman couldn't look himself in the mirror if he pitched to him in this situation.
Right. And his boss, Jim Dowell, the head of the Tribune Company, is here tonight. And Andy McPhail, the general manager. Ed Lynch, the general manager, the director of the ball club.
They were all over it.
Andy McPhail, the vice president, and Ed Lynch is the general manager.
They were all over at my restaurant last night, and they had dinner. They had a lot to talk about, didn't they? Everyone has had a lot to talk about this weekend.
Well, frequently this year when you walk McGuire, you get more trouble from Langford, who stands in. He's struck out twice. 2-2 the score. 2 on, and 1 out, right? Only 1 out, Mike, isn't there?
There's 2 outs. Struck out
that's
Burger. JD struck out.
2 on, 2 out. Here's the pitch to Langford. Outside corner from Traxel, and that's a strike.
We didn't get to tell you about J.D. Drew either. He went up there so fast in all of this. He is coming off some great seasons. At AA, he hit 328. AAA, he hit 316.
Cardinals need a 2-out hit from Langford. Strike 1 the count. Ray has struck out twice against this earler. Shields on at second. McGuire on at first. McGuire tonight is grounded out to short. Hit the home run and been given a walk. Two on, 2 out. And the pitch. That's the ball outside as the Cubs warm up earlier in their bullpen. That's the left-hander Terry Mulholland. And the Cardinals are going to need a new pitcher at the top of the 7th inning to follow Kent Merker. Well, the run scored in this inning takes Merker off the hook, and another run scored could give him the victory if things turn out well for the remainder of the evening. 2 on, 2 out the pitch. Langford swings and a miss. And Traxel's been able to get the ball past Ray all night long. There will be a post-game ceremony. You'll hear it all, folks, so don't tune out when the game is over. We'll have our star of the game, and we'll have our scoreboard program, and then we shall have the field ceremonies. So you'll hear it all. Langford now in danger of striking out for the 3rd time. Needs a hit to put the Cards on top. On the stretch, Steve Traxel. And the pitch. Over but low for a ball, 2-2. This inning started with a strikeout by J.D. Drew as he made his Major League debut. A walk was given to Herrero. He was balked down to second, driven home by the Shields. The Shields advanced to second on an error by the left fielder. Tatis flied out, and McGuire was given a walk. The error by the left fielder deprived McGuire of an at-bat in this inning. Here's a pitch. Outside to Ray Langford, 3-2. And the runners will go with the pitch. We are in the 6th. 2-2 ball game. From the stretch, it's Traxel. The runners will go. They're off and running. The pitch swung on a long one. Looks like it's going to put the Cards on top. It is. A 3-run home run for Langford. After the walk to McGuire, it's Cardinals 5, Cubs 2. They walked McGuire, and they were burned by Langford. Langford had struck out twice previously. The Cardinals get 4 runs in the inning and lead 5-2. This one against one of the best Cub pitchers, Steve Traxel. Langford knew it as soon as he touched it off into right center. And the fans want a foul from him.
Yeah, hitting behind McGuire this year, Langford now has 12 home runs and 52 runs batted in.
And 94 RBIs altogether. He takes the ball. And you're right, Mike, that's a pertinent subject.
Oh, yeah.
As to what this series is going to do to Chicago this season. Here's a big breaking ball that drops out of the strike zone for ball 1 to Ron Gant.
I think that they have been riding the coattails of Sammy Sosa. I really do down this stretch, and it'll be interesting to see what happens from here on.
Here's a swing and a miss by Gant, 1-1. Sosa is 4 home runs behind McGuire, who hit 62 here tonight. And Sosa has had a single, grounded into a double play and walk. Here comes another to Gant, a late swing and a miss, puts him in the hole 1-2. There's another thrilling moment here at this ballpark. We've had, as we mentioned before, for a team that's 20 and a half games out of first, 3,200,000 people are going to go through the turnstiles and set a record. Here it comes to Gant, and a foul goes out of play, 1-2.
Jack, we mentioned one of the Cardinal owners flew Tony La Russa down and back, and of course that's David Pratt. What a wonderful man he is, and how much he's helped so many people this year on our ball club, huh?
He certainly has. 1-2 the count to Gant. He's the 7th man to bat in this inning. Here's a pitch, another swing and a foul. Keeps Ron up there. Hey, folks, you get the best deals of the season on Escort at your Quality Ford dealer. Qualified buyers get low 0.9% financing for 48 months or $1,000 cash back. See your Quality Ford dealer mañana and check out the Escort.
We're going to see the biggest party we've seen all year here, folks, tonight. They're not going to leave. This ballpark is going to stay.
There's a pitch just outside again. And by the way, at Keener Plaza tomorrow at noon, they're going to have a celebration also. You'll be in Cincinnati.
I know you can handle it, my man.
Am I going to be there?
Oh, yeah. You'll be emceeing. I can just about bet on that. And what a great day that'll be, Jack.
2 balls, 2 strikes to count the pitch. Look at that one into deep center by Gant. He hammered that a ton for a home run. That is the 3rd Cardinal home run of the night and makes it 6-2. Gant hits number 23. Brother, did he polish that one off? Way off into the center field section. Back-to-back home runs by Gant. After Langford.
Jack, that's 194 home runs the Cardinals have hit this season.
They're going to hit more than 200, aren't they?
And they're really pushing the Atlanta Braves. Who would have thought that the Cardinals would push the Atlanta Braves when it came to home run? Well, here comes Jimmy Riggleman, and that's going to be all for their starter, Traxel. Back-to-back home runs by Langford and Gant. The beat still goes on here. After they walk McGuire, Cardinals really make them pay. One of the folks in the marketing department has come up and told us that they are already selling here at the ballpark 62 memorabilia. And this will be the...
What made them think that McGuire was going to hit 62 home runs?
I guess the same reason why they have that big poster in center field, Jack. They have a poster that has come down high above center field.
Above the manual scoreboard.
And it has McGuire with that patented swing of his. They have the number 62 on it. Take care of a little business. The Cubs make a pitching change. They bring in the left-hander, Mulholland.
Good morning. The Pentagon.
Yes, good morning, Sergeant. I'm not sure you remember us, but this is Amazon.com, and we are
Earth's biggest bookstore.
No, we are now Earth's biggest book and music store, listing more than 3 million titles on the internet.
I am not authorized to speak to you.
See, Amazon.com now has 20 times more books than a big chain superstore and 15 times more CDs than a typical music store.
Mm-hmm.
So our space requirements are really...
Sir, as I said before, we cannot lease out the Pentagon.
Sure.
I am really not authorized.
Wait. How about that big room you guys have hollowed out under the Rocky Mountains?
I have no idea what you're talking about,
You
sir.
do, too. It's a secret command center. It's in every movie.
I have no knowledge of such an installation, sir.
It would hold a lot of books and CDs. You know, a little hip-hop in the background might lighten the mood there, Sergeant, because frankly, the last time you put me on hold,
Sir.
the music selection was...
I'm going to have to put you on hold.
Oh, no.
Enjoy.
Not again.
The search goes on, but just think, with more than 3 million titles at up to 40% off, the book or CD you want is just a click away. Amazon.com. Books, music, and more.
Three of the 5 hits have been home runs. One of them a 3-run job by Langford and solo clouts by McGuire. Number 62 and Gant, number 23. Here's a pitch and a bouncing ball. The first goes foul, fielded by Dave McKay. Dave McKay gets a lot of credit for the advancement in the hitting ranks by Mark McGuire.
So many of the staff, and how about that? Dave McKay took that ball over and he handed it to Stan the Man Musial, and Stan flips it to some kid. Stan and little Musial sitting down there.
He darn near got zipped by a foul ball here the other night. Musial did. He's still quick enough to get out of the way.
No chance. He'll never get the man.
Two balls and a strike to count. Mulholland pitching to Mabry. Mabry with a swing and a fly ball in the left. Back at the track at the wall. It's going to be caught by Hill. And the inning is over. After 6, the Cardinals lead the Cubs 6-2.
Busch Stadium could probably live without its organ. But when someone's lung, heart, kidney, or liver fails, a
KMOX.
Well, welcome back to the biggest party Busch Stadium has ever thrown, and they will throw it before the night's over. Jimmy, I was watching McGuire and all the action. Evidently, there was a tremendous fireworks show, huh? Or you didn't get to watch it either. We have a new pitcher. Rich Krauscher just recalled, and he'll take over the pitching duty. And as it stands now, Merker will get the win. Merker will get the win as it stands now, and is Krauscher. And Drew stays in the game. He'll take over in left field. And Gant will leave as the pitcher, Krauscher, will hit in Gant's spot, 5th in the lineup. So Drew goes into left. We'll get to see that rookie perform. It's amazing, Jack. I am never ceased what this game does to amaze me. And I harken back to when Pete Rose was playing second base for the Cincinnati Reds, and Stan Musial got 2 hits to his left. Rose was a rookie.
On Musial's final day,
right,
in 1963.
He got 2 hits, and no one knew who the second baseman was. Here's a fly ball in the right. Maybe we'll go back to the right and get that. He has it. Going away.
This is Rick Krauscher, who just came back to the ball club after going back down to Memphis. They have him in here in the 7th inning rather than that closing spot they had before. And Krauscher gets the leadoff hitter here in the 7th and pitches to Grace, is 2 out of 3.
And Sosa is on deck. And you'll hear a big cheer for him again. First one is outside and low. Ball 1.
You like some of these young players the Cardinals bringing up, Mike?
Big time, Jack. Big time.
And we could. The Cardinals have to bake a little cake and put all the pieces together, but the individual talent is there on the part of some of these players. So it's going to take some hard work to put it all together.
Next year could be a big, big season. Here's a changeup, a beauty strike call. That's that screwball that switch throws, and he really fooled Grace.
You know, a lot's going to depend, Mike, on whether Houston is able to keep Randy Johnson, because you got to put your club together with the idea of catching Houston in the standings.
Well, if we get the Cardinal young pitchers back, and we won't know that until next year. Dennis is the big question mark. We might see him before the year is over, but they went back in there and did a little more cleaning up. So probably won't be able to count on him until mid-99. But you got to keep the rest of the earlier healthy. And if you do that, you add some youngsters. Who knows? Anytime you have McGuire to center thing, you got a good start, don't you?
Yeah, you start with McGuire. We have a newcomer by the name of Fernando Tatis. It looks like he's going to be very useful.
Got a chance.
And Marrero's looking good.
2-2 is outside.
Langford has been signed. J.D. Drew is on the scene. Gans hit a lot of home runs, and maybe he'll get better next year.
Here's ball 4, and here comes Sosa. Let's see her. Once again, the hand for Sammy.
He currently trails McGuire by 4 home runs. McGuire hit number 62 here tonight. And Sosa is 1 for 2. He singled, he grounded into a double play, and he walked.
Another gentleman that the Cardinals have called up. They haven't activated him yet as a young man from our area. It's Mark Little. He's from Edwardsville, Illinois, and that's where he still lives. He resides there. He's a 6-footer, 195. Cardinals picked him up in the trade with Texas. So he's here also. Sosa looks at it low, ball 1. And they like what they see.
A lot of young people have been playing good baseball recently over there in Edwardsville. They won the American Legion title this year.
And the high school team was undefeated. And they went to the national championship. Another 2, Sammy. Sosa. Swing. Fly ball to left. He'll be caught. He was jammed. In comes Drew, and on the move, he makes the catch. He made it look easy.
He's a floater. I talked to some people, Mike. I have a friend down in Arkansas by the name of Floyd Thomas, who's been watching Drew down in first in Arkansas, then traveled up to Memphis to watch him play. He said he can go get the ball. You won't have to worry about that. And by the way, Mark Little did play for Edwardsville, Illinois High School. So Sosa is 1 for 3.
Here's a line drive base to center by Hill. Sosa tonight singled in the first, hit into a double play in the third, walked in the 5th, and he flies to left here in the 7th. J.D. Drew will have something to tell his friends and family. His major league debut was made the night Mark McGuire hit his 62nd home run to break Roger Maris' single-season home run record. Out comes Duncan, and we might get a pitching change. He's taking the baseball away, but he's giving it back now. Cardinals have it. Painter loosening, but they're going to leave Crosser in to face Gaetti. Gaetti, 2 for 3 tonight, a pair of singles and an RBI. Did you get the attendance yet?
I did, Mike. The 43,000 plus actual attendance, almost 50,000, 49,987. And the total attendance for the year, 2,820,000 total.
49,987 with 43,688 paid.
Gaetti could make his presence felt.
He has in a Cub uniform. He has really helped them down the stretch.
Lance Painter's in the bullpen. Croushaw's on the ropes.
He fires. It's a little low. Ball 2. Pretty good pitch, but the rookie, Croucher, doesn't get it. So the paid is 43,688. The total 49,987. And they are the lucky ones to have seen home run number 62. I wonder who will see number 70 or 71 or whatever it's going to be. We still have, 19 games remaining or 18 after this one? A 2-1 with 2 on, 2 out. Gaetti, half swing, holds up. It's high, 3-1. Cardinals lead this game 6-2. But the Cubs have made numerous come from behind wins this season. And you sure would like to win. On a night when such a momentous record is busted, here's a pop-up behind home plate into the seats out of play. It would be nice to have home run number 62 go in the record books with a Cardinal win.
Philadelphia beat the Mets 16-4. So the Cubs will at least stay tied for the lead in the wild card race, or they could go a game up if they come from behind here.
The Giants are 2 back at the start of the day. Where's San Francisco playing tonight, Jack? Here's ball 4. And a walk to Gaetti loads it. Second pass by Croucher. And it brings in Mickey Morandini, the left-handed swinger.
They're going to stay with Croucher apparently because of that screwball that he possesses, a good out. No, he's coming out of the game.
That's going to be all for Croucher. Duncan comes to the mound, and it's time for our Shelter Insurance pitching change here in the 7th inning. Shelter Insurance for your life, home, car, farm, business. Shelter Insurance, always there for you. Cards bring in the left-hander, Lance Cleaner.
All right now, Max, we're going to listen to some sounds, and I want you to tell me how each sound makes you feel.
Okay.
Good.
Tense.
Yes.
Afraid.
Mm-hmm.
Terrified.
I see.
Confident.
Pardon me?
Confident. That's the Intel sound. So, confident, reassured.
But the other sounds made you nervous.
They don't assure me I've got the best technology.
But you feel better simply by hearing the Intel sound.
Yeah.
Well, then, I suggest you stop by the computer store and ask about Intel's family of processors. For great performance with today's and tomorrow's software applications, you're going to want the Pentium 2 processor. Or if you need exceptional value and still want Intel dependability, I suggest the Intel Celeron processor.
Wait, does this mean I have to go outside?
No, Max. Just look them up on your PC manufacturer's website.
Oh.
Max, how did you get here today, anyway?
I don't remember.
Your home for Cardinal baseball.
Holy air traffic control.
It's a record breaker. KMOX St. Louis.
A 3-run homer for the
Big game for the Cubs. Everyone can hear it out. They're trying to make postseason play. So, losing 2 to the Cardinals here will not help their cause at all. Painter, 4-0 on the year. As he comes into this action, with that record of 4-0, Painter appears for the 59th time. He has 1 save. 59 times out of that bullpen.
Morandini is due to if they have Miski on deck. Are they going to pinch hit for Morandini, Mike?
That's surprising because Morandini...
It surprises me.
Yeah, he's played all year long, both against left and right, but they're going to take him out of there. Miski's going to come off the bench. 7th inning, and Matt Miski, a veteran journeyman, last year with Milwaukee, walks in. He'll be the hitter. The bases loaded, 2 out, and he is the tying run at the plate. It's a 6-2 Cardinal lead. Matt has 1 home run this year, 10 RBIs, a 308 average. Been to bat 91 times, has 28 hits. Pitched it here the other night. He's back in action. They're deep, they're playing the fall. Bases loaded, 2 away. We are in the 7th. Peter gets a sign. Has the one he wants. Here it is. Breaking pitch high, ball 1. We'll give you a station break if we get a chance here. Especially for the folks in Hot Spring. You are the station we honor tonight, KXOW on McGuire's record-breaking home run number 62 here tonight. Another by the lefty, Miski takes it low, ball 2. Folks are here from Crystal City. Zeke and Gladys. Kroner, they're celebrating their 60th wedding anniversary. Swinging a tap foul. He had a good pitch to hit. Right there, and he fouled it back. 2-1 now.
Cubs have already left. 8 men on base. They have the bases loaded with 2 out here in the 7th, so this is critical for them.
And they have scored 2 runs. And Painter's trying to keep it right there. He fires. Swinging a line drive in the center. Back goes Langford. He's there. Has it. The inning's over. They've shown 3 more. They've left 11. 7th inning stretch time. Cardinals still on top. 6-2. Some night here at Busch Stadium. Sold out. And Mark McGwire has hit a historic home run, his 62nd of the year. He hit a line drive, a sinking line drive over the left field wall. It got over by about a foot, and it was about 10 feet fair. I mean, a bullet he hit. Let's pause here. This is the Cardinals Baseball Network. The home run, by the way, was 341 feet. His shortest of the year. But his biggest. Here's a swinging a foul back here. Luis Ordaz, a little fella, takes a big, big swing. They're straight away for Luis, the Redbird shortstop. Right-handed batter. Inside is the pitch. 1-1. Terry Mulholland. Relieved in the 6th. He's working here in the 7th. The Cardinals lead this one 6-2. McGuire's home run in the 4th. And then 5 runs in the 6th. Here's a tap foul off to the left. After they walked McGuire in the 6th inning, Langford hit a 3-run home run. Then Gant hit a home run. Langford now has 27. Gant, 23. And the Cardinals have 194, 62 of them by Mark McGwire. On deck, J.D. Drew. Drew pinch hit in the 6th. He'll bat again here in the 7th. Wearing a number 8 on his uniform back. Cardinal right fielder Brian Jordan injured himself last night running the first base. He strained his Achilles, so he's not playing tonight. Ordaz pops a foul back here. Drew was on deck. At Memphis, hit .316, 2 home runs, 13 RBIs in 26 games. After batting .328, 5 home runs, 11 RBIs in 19 games at Arkansas. And he's the on-deck man. Mark Little also called up, had a good season. .291 his average with 8 home runs, 52 ribbies. Ground ball is short. Out goes Ordaz. That's the second, rather. Manny Alexander throws him out, all right. Or Maxwell throws him out, rather. And that's the first one. Here in the Cardinals 7th, and it brings in J.D. Drew to bat for the second time in the big league. As a pinch hitter, he was called out on strikes in the 6th. Maxwell is now the shortstop. J.D. swings and pops it in the center field. Lance Johnson over in the left center, and he takes it down. 2 away. Quickly 2 away. So Drew was 0 for 2 in his big league debut. Here's Eli Morel, the Cardinal catcher. A lot of these fans still standing here. They're going to be plumb tuckered out by the time they get home tonight. Marrero swings and fouls it past third base. Third base coach over there. Renee Lashman gloves it. He'll flip it into the seats for a souvenir to some youngster. A little girl gets it. Renee has given out all kinds of souvenirs to youngsters this year. Another foul back, and Guerrero had some swing there. It's 0-2. Sammy Sosa, the right fielder. Tonight, no home runs. McGuire, 1 home run. Sosa has 1 hit. He's 1 for 3. A single and a walk. They'll have to get a base runner for Sosa to bat again. Down on strikes is Guerrero, and as we go to the 8th inning, the Cardinals lead the Cubs 6-2.
Hi, I'm Ozzie Smith. You know, I learned a lot of valuable lessons during my career, but the most important was trust. Some guys you could trust to never spit on your shoes in the dugout. Others, Some you could trust to give back your shampoo. Others, big fat question mark. The same goes for wireless service. I get mine from someone I count on for everything. Southwestern Bell. Like more choices. From traditional cellular to the advanced features and call clarity of digital PCS. Even prepaid cellular with no commitment or monthly bill. Plus, I get crystal clear call quality, the biggest local calling and nationwide coverage area, and the best customer service. All from someone I know and trust. Southwestern Bell. It's just like ordering pizza with a team. Some guys only take their share of pepperoni, and others really stick it to you. Take it from me, Ozzie Smith. That's something to remember when choosing a wireless company.
Call 314-821-9999 and go with someone you know. Southwestern Bell. Your friendly neighborhood global communications company. Service provided by Southwestern Bell Wireless. Reminds you to use your phone safely while driving.
I was starting the day with a coffee in Danish when she sat down. As I looked into her watery eyes, she sniffles and sneezes in my face, and I knew, poor kid, she woke up with some nasty allergies. So I told her about Dimetap Extend tabs. They can work up to 12 hours. Take one at night, and you can wake up to relief. She said she'd never forget me, but I wrote my number on the Dimetap box, just in case. Dimetap 12-hour Extend tabs. Take one at night, and wake up to relief. Use only as directed.
Hi, Sam. I'll be right with you. Charlie, I need eggs over easy, hash browns, and a side of bacon. Can I get a coffee refill on 2? My feet are killing me. 8 hours a day. Nothing helps.
Introducing new Gold Bond medicated foot powder. 3 foot relievers in 1. Gold Bond absorbs moisture, controls odor with baking soda, and stops the itch with a proven medicated itch fighter. New Gold Bond medicated foot powder.
Gold Bond. Finally, something that really helps.
Read and follow label directions.
The Cardinals on KMOX.
There's Pater, who relieved in the 7th and worked here in the 8th. Ryan and Amanda Stokes are here in their honeymoon. They're from Metropolis, Illinois. Peter fires, swinging a line drive, base hit into right field. Off the bat of Scott Service. Service is 3 for 4 tonight. And one time he was retired, he had a bullet in the center field.
Here comes Alexander hitting in the number 9 spot.
So he'll be the pinch hitter, Manny Alexander. Manny hitting .234, 5 homers, 25 runs batted in. Cardinals need a double play. Here's a good pitch in at the knees. Go ahead, Jeff.
Mulholland retired all 4 people he faced. 1 strikeout, so they'll need their 3rd pitcher of the evening. That's going to be Don Wengert.
Oh, 1 delivery. Inside, almost hit him. Evens now at 1-1. He'll have to pitch 2. At the top of the Cardinal lineup is Shields, Tatis, and then McGuire. We will have our usual plays of the game, star of the game, scoreboard show for you, and then Jack will have a ceremony down on the field. Here's a ground ball past McGuire. Shields gets his pitcher covered. He is safe. Good play, but Alexander, who runs well, beats it. And the first 2 have reached against Pater, 2 on, no one out, and the Cubs try to come back and win this one. Cubs trailing by 4.
Cubs have left 11. They stranded 2 in the first after scoring 2. They haven't scored since then. They left the bases loaded in the 4th. Stranded a runner in the 5th. Left 2 more in the 6th inning. Left the bases loaded in the 7th. They've left 11 and hit into a double play.
And it is their leadoff hitter now. Lance Johnson. Left-handed batter, he takes it outside low ball one. Lance tonight. He's lined out twice, once to left, once to right. He's flied to center, and he's grounded to second. 0 for 4.
We haven't had a triple play all year.
Wouldn't that be something? He left a line into it. I don't think he'll turn it any other way. Outside, a strike on the corner, 1-1. Johnson runs well. There's a big gap in right center. Johnson deep in the box, holds it high. Time called now as he took too much time to Cardinal further.
Philadelphia beat the Mets 16-4. Houston is pounding Cincinnati 12-4. A grand slam home run by Bagwell.
Well, that Houston club's going to be tough, aren't they, in the postseason play?
They are.
Rascatori throwing in the Cardinal bullpen. The Cubs have a right-hander loosening in their bullpen. Lance Johnson at the plate. First and second. Cub runners. No one out. 1-1 pitch. It's low. This could be the last man for Painter, or they could leave him in to face Grace, who's on deck. And will be on deck after the on-deck hitter is there. That's Jose Hernandez. Grace hitting in the third spot. Bank of lights just went out on the right side up there, I believe. But play will continue. 2-2 delivery. Here it is. Lance Johnson. Curve way outside. Ooh, he almost went for it, but he holds up. They probably will not start the runner. Service down at second. Alexander's on at first. No one out. Cardinals leading 6-2, 8th inning action. 3-2 delivery. It's a high hopper to McGuire. Pitcher covered. Well, they get in there. 3-1 on the fly. Runners move up to second and third, and it brings in Jose Hernandez, the shortstop.
And McGuire, as you Cardinal fans know this full well, can really do some things defensively down at first base. He doesn't panic. He knows where to make the play, and he doesn't try to do too much. He was just intent on getting that ball to Painter, who was right where he was supposed to be. Now here comes Dave Duncan, and with Frascatori in the bullpen, and Hernandez, a right-handed batter, coming up, we're going to have a pitching change. And they're going to lift Painter, who got out of a seventh-inning jam, causing the Cubs to leave the bases loaded. So 2/3 of an inning pitch for Painter. Hasn't been tagged for any runs. He just gave up 2 hits. Cubs have 11 hits, but only 2 runs. Painter had no strikeouts. He gave no walks. And the Cardinals make another pitching change. They bring in the right-hander, John Frascatori.
Here's the 4th runner of the night. Merker with 6, Croucher, Painter, and now Frascatori. Frascatori, like Painter, has been a workhorse this year. Big time. He comes into the action. He'll have to face the shortstop, Hernandez. He's really had a heck of a year. 21 home runs, 69 runs batted in, a 267 average when this game started. He walked, scored in the first, he's popped out and fly to right twice tonight. So he'll be at the plate, second and third, 1 out. First base open. Rascatori has been busy. He comes into this action. 2 wins, 4 losses. No save. This is his 64th appearance. 64 times out of the bullpen. Croucher worked 2/3 of an inning. No runs, gave 1 hit. No strikeouts. 2 walks. Painter, 2/3 of an inning. No runs to this point. 2 base hits. No strikeouts, no walks. And now it's Frascatori. He takes his warm-up tossing. Cubs trying to get back into this one. The big inning for the Cardinals was the sixth inning. They scored 5 times, but they'll all remember the fourth inning of this game, won't they?
They will. Let's look at the baseball. Philadelphia beat the Mets 16-4. They had a rain delay up in Montreal, but now in the bottom of the seventh, Montreal leads Atlanta 6-3. Houston is way ahead, 12-4 in the seventh inning against Cincinnati down in Texas. Florida 6-6 in the fifth at Colorado. Dodgers no score in the second at Arizona. Giants are 1-1 after 2 at San Diego. Pittsburgh beat Milwaukee 8-7. One final in the American League. The Yankees beat Boston 3-2. Toronto is getting closer and closer in that playoff picture in the American League.
Rascatory ready. He fires in. It's high ball one. Second and third. The Cub runners, 1 out. Cardinals up by 4. Here in the 8th. And the Cardinals have just 5 hits tonight. The Cubs have 11 hits. But they trail by 4. They have stranded 11. And they have 2 on. 1 out here in the 8th. Second and third, the runner. Jose Hernandez digs in. Rascatory has a sign. Comes set. He kicks pitches. Swinging a ground ball to short. The run will score. Ordaz throws Hernandez out. 2 away. And it's now a 6-3 ball game. It's an RBI for Hernandez. His 70th of the year. 70 RBI. What a season he's had. Whew. And now Grace with Sosa on deck. And don't you think the Cubs would love to get Sosa up here as the tying run? Grace takes a strike. Good fastball low outside. Well, the Redbirds in the bottom of this 8th. DeShields, Tatis, and then McGuire will bat. And no one is left. Inside, it just missed there. 1-1 now. Alexander is the runner at third. He's there with 2 outs. Right-hander pumps, fly ball deep in the left. Back goes Drew. He's near the track. He has it. We go to the bottom of the 8th. The Cardinals now lead it 6-3.
Wise. No, that's too intense. Wise. Oh, I like that. That's nice. Wise. Ooh, I'm in the zone.
Louie, what are you doing?
I'm practicing.
Louie, just say the line.
Oh, Francis, baby.
Yeah?
Just say the line.
Yeah.
That's why you're still sitting on the branch. I'm performing on the swamp.
Get over yourself. Oh, man.
If Budweiser wanted someone to just say the line, as you naively put it, they'd have hired a chimpanzee and saved themselves a little money.
Yeah, the chimp is probably booked on a bigger job.
Oh,
right? Yeah, you've lost touch with reality. You know that?
Frankie, when I say wise, you know what that does? You have any idea what that does?
Yeah, it makes me sick to my stomach.
Yeah, well, get a grip.
Okay.
It sells beer.
Oh, really?
It moves the Budweiser off the shelf. Zoom.
Yeah.
Zoom. It's like Louis Mania.
Oh, really?
Louis El Nino.
Oh, I'm sure. I just can't keep it in stock.
Could I have a little quiet here? Wise.
Oh, yeah. That's going to sell some beer.
Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri. Busch Stadium could probably live without its organ. But when someone's lung, heart, kidney, or liver fails, a transplant can be his or her only hope. Barnes Jewish Hospital and Washington University, the area's largest, most experienced transplant team, asks you to be an organ donor. Because while we have the expertise to keep people alive, we can't do it without the organs. Join us September 16th for Barnes Jewish Hospital's Transplant Awareness Day at the ballpark, a member of BJC Health System.
No one has more ATMs than Nations Bank. With your Nations Bank ATM card, you can check your balance or get cash at nearly 7,000 Nations Bank ATMs across the nation, all at no charge. KMOX, St. Louis.
We go to the bottom of the 8th inning, and the Cubs have a new hurler. He'll have to pitch to McGuire. Big Mac, he hit his 62nd home run, a record-setting home run here tonight. He did it in the 4th inning. It was a line drive over the left field wall. He got over by about a foot. It was about 10 feet there. Mulholland finished as Wingert comes in to take over the pitching. He's a right-hander. Spells his name W-E-N-G. E-R-T. Mulholland. No runs, no hits, 1 strikeout, no walk. So Don Wingert will take over the pitching duties. Mulholland went an inning and a third. And now it's Don Wingert. He has to face the top of the lineup. The Shields swings and hits it to the first baseman. Unassisted, Grace takes care of it. 1 pitch, 1 out. Wingert into the game, 1 and 3. 1 save. He's carrying for the 27th time. The Shields, with that ground out, 2 for 4 tonight. With an RBI and a run scored. Tatis has struck out twice, flied out. McGuire's on deck, and he'll get some standing ovation when he comes to the plate. Here is a delivery at the knees, you like call. Don Wingert. As his sign goes to the wind, and a strike right down central, 0-2. McGuire and that trance of his on deck. As his eyes close, now he opens them to see it. Wingert looking to get another sign. The right-hander pumps. It's low. This crowd's still buzzing. Wingert is a 6'3", 205-pounder. He is from Sioux City, Iowa, outside and low. He was traded from San Diego. Sioux City, Iowa. The man that gave up the home run, Steve Traxel, Oxnard, California. That's where Terry Pendleton, former Cardinal, from. Here's strike 3 called. And here comes McGuire, no one on the 2 out, just like they were in the 4th, where he hit home run number 62. Another standing all for the man. As Sammy Sosa says, he's the man. He sure is the man, I'll tell you that. And it wouldn't surprise me if he belts another one. This pitcher, Wingert, in 56 innings, has allowed 8 home runs. He looks in to get the sign. Matt waves that lumber across the plate like he does. He's ready into the wind to the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he went out after a slider. Pretty good delivery. Slider or a cutter. And I'm telling you, he's not trying to hit a home run here, folks. He's trying to hit a blast never recorded before, the way he took a swing at that. 3 men on the left side of the infield to pitch. High. You cannot believe the amount of fastballs that go off when McGuire's at the plate. It's unreal. His mother and father here, his son, most of his family, they have seen him break the record. He takes it outside again. McGuire tonight. Runs to short in the first, homered in the 4th, intentional walk in the 6th. And he bats here in the 8th with no one on, 2 out. Cardinals leading 6-3. And the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. He went out after 1 out of his zone. Easy. He had one thing on his mind. Crowd comes to a feverish pitch. They're on their feet, standing, applauding. 2-2 delivery. Here it is. It's full now. They boo again. Yeah, go ahead, Don. Just whistle it right on in there. 3-2, and let's see what happens. Will he do it? There's his sign. Takes no now. Rocks back, winds and fires. 2 off. And they're doing it. You know what, folks? We might also break Babe Ruth's record of walks this year.
Well, Mike, that's the second one tonight. McGuire has grounded out, homered, been given a walk, and just walked for the second time. At 149 walks this year, 28 of which have been intentional. And it brings out Jim Riggleman, who's still trying to win this game. Cardinals are ahead 6-3, 8th inning. So they've been out hit 11-5, and Wenger is going to leave because Langford is coming up, the left-handed batter. So Wenger got the first two, then issued a walk and leaves. And both of these managers are playing this game to the hilt.
Oh, yeah, they have to, especially Jimmy Riggleman. I think they always do, these guys. They play it just like it's the 7th game of the World Series. So the Cubs bring in the left-hander as they make another pitching change, Dave Stevens. So Stevens into the action. 2/3 of an inning for Wenger. No runs, no hits, no strikeouts, 1 walk. He walked McGuire. And it brings in Stevens now.
Stevens is 1-2 for the year.
Excuse me, Jack, it's not. It's Heredia. Felix comes in.
Okay. Let's look at his figures. Heredia pitching for the Cubs is 2-0 with an earned run average of an even 6. This is his 20th game for Chicago, his 61st game of the year, and he looks like a useful commodity out of the bullpen. He's allowed only 2 home runs all year.
He's tough. He is a tough left-hander. Don't let those figures fool you. He's not fun to hit against this guy. Felix Heredia. He came from Montreal. He's now a Cub. I mean, he has an unusual motion. He takes his warm-up tosses. They'll leave McGuire at first base. 2 outs, 8th inning. Cardinals leading 6-3. In the 9th, it will be Sosa, Hill, and Gaye.
The Chicago pitcher is a tall, skinny fella. Thin as a soup in a boarding house. He's in a new potato.
He is tough, too, I'll tell you. He's your arms, legs, elbows, ankles, light, feel.
And that ball really dances when he delivers. Langford has delivered a 3-run homer, the biggest blow of this game, after an intentional walk to McGuire.
That home run was his 27th of the year. The RBIs, number 92, 93, and 94. He's off to another great year. And he could burn the Cubs again. Already a fire. This is on the corner. At the knee, strike call.
Cardinals hit 3 home runs yesterday. Have hit 3 home runs tonight.
And they have 94 on the season.
Doesn't it seem like the home run by McGuire was earlier this afternoon? Gee, seems like a long time ago.
He hit a sinking line drive over the left field wall, and the history books are open, and they are rewritten here tonight. A former Cardinal who hit 61 home runs as a New York Yankee in 1961, Roger Maris. The record broken here tonight by Mark McGuire, another Cardinal. 1-1 pitch. Here it is. They swing and miss. Ironic that Roger, who came to the Cardinals, had his record broken here tonight by a Cardinal. Unbelievable.
Like I knew Jimmy Fox, Hank Greenberg, and Roger Maris. Quite a few of those people were in the upper echelons of home runs.
Ralph Kiner,
Stan Musial, Willie Mays,
Hank Aaron,
Mike Schmidt.
My goodness. We met most of them, but
never met the Babe. Never saw him play.
There's one guy here in St. Louis, though, that has seen them both. That's Butch Yackerman. He's listening in tonight.
And Bob Rake.
Yeah, Bob. See, he's seen everywhere, hasn't he? I think he must have been there when the Colonel and the Admiral Doubleday were getting in. The 2-2 delivery is coming to Ray. Swinging a pop-up in the shallow center. Here comes Johnson, and he has it. We go to the 9th. The Cardinals lead 6-3.
The original aviators had a cup of coffee at dawn, put in a full day in the air, and accomplished their mission. Sound familiar? At TWA, we recognize that same determined spirit in you, today's business traveler, because we share it. In fact, we like to think of you as today's aviator. That's why at TWA, we're building our airline around you. We're making it our mission to help you accomplish yours with the kind of service, performance, and above all, the kind of recognition you deserve. Even our program to recognize our best customers is named after you, aviators, with benefits such as dedicated check-in positions, special boarding and seating privileges, and even additional bonus miles based on the fare you pay. And these are just some of the ways we recognize you, today's aviators. We're TWA, and we want to be your airline.
Figure and Mark McGuire, all 6'5" and 250 pounds of him, looking like Paul Bunyan, and he starts doing this extraordinary thing. So 1998 comes along, and people are going, "Can he break that record? That would be an amazing thing."
Mike Smith, sports editor, St. Louis Post-Dispatch.
As we see it, people are clamoring for more. We can't seem to provide enough for the fans who are really following this, so we're increasing the manpower that we're putting on the story. The photography department is doubling what they would ordinarily have at a game to try and get all the angles.
Every day, the St. Louis Post-Dispatch features special in-depth coverage of Mark McGuire you won't find anywhere else. And from now until the end of the season, every home run McGuire hits will be featured in a Mark McGuire Collector's Series page on the back of the sports section. It's your chance to remember his record-breaking season. Pick up a copy of the St. Louis Post-Dispatch, or if you miss a day, call 314-340-8888.
The Cards on KMOX.
Steady diet of work for Juan Acevedo. He comes in to try to close it down. Where's the Cardinals on top for the score 6-3, in the last inning. Cardinals left a runner. That was the first runner they've left all year. Acevedo has a record of 8-3. Acevedo into the game with a record of 8-3. He'll try to close her down in favor of the Cardinals. Then we'll have our regular post-game broadcasting. Then we'll have coverage of the press conference involving Mark McGuire. Then we'll have coverage of the field ceremony involving Mark McGuire. And here comes Sammy Sosa to lead it off. Acevedo 8-3, 6 saves, making his 40th appearance. Trying for his 7th save, and who comes up? It's Sosa. Mark McGuire has 62 home runs, and Sosa has 58. Sosa has singled, grounded into a double play, walked, and flied to left. He's first up. He's first up in the 9th inning with the Cardinals leading 6-3. Here's a pitch from Juan Acevedo, a swing and a foul straight back. He was ready, but he couldn't connect. Rascatori came on to get the final 2 outs in the 8th inning, allowing no runs and no hits. Here's a pitch to Sosa. That's a ball. Sosa leading off, and the Cardinals with a 3-run lead. You know how many games the Cardinals have let get away from them in the 9th inning. Acevedo delivers a late swing and a miss, and Sosa's in the hole, 1-2. We hope you, the radio audience, stays around along with these fans for the post-game memories which are about to be built here at Busch Stadium. Acevedo with another to Sosa. Here it comes, and a swing and a foul off to the right. When those flash bulbs pop here, it looks like an American diamond. With all the facets of a diamond as those flash bulbs pop all around the ballpark. Sosa just spoiled a good delivery from Acevedo. They play Sammy to pull. Here it comes, and it's up high for a ball. Acevedo has allowed 7 home runs all year. And Sosa has hit 58 and leads the league in RBI. Here's the 2-2 delivery, and a swing and a miss. He struck him out. So Sosa went homerless homerless in the 2 games played here, and the crowd gives him a standing ovation as the Cubs head out of town. Another standing ovation for Sammy Sosa, who doesn't even tip his cap because he feels badly about making that putout. They go home and play Pittsburgh and Milwaukee, and the Cubs are trying to get well, and apparently they're going to miss a chance to pick up a game on the Mets. Here's a base hit in the left center, drilled by Glenn Allen Hill. His second hit of the night. He's going to get extra bases, goes to second and plays it safe, and stops there 1 on, 1 out. And we'll pause for identification on the Cardinals Baseball Network.
For your health, find the doctor. Call 362-WELL. BJC Health System. That's right, 362-WELL from BJC Health System. Find a doctor. KMOX St. Louis.
The Cardinals have Lampkin on the mound. Lampkin behind the plate and Acevedo on the mound. Cubs have to get another runner to bring up the tying run. Gaetti is the batter. He's had 2 singles and a walk, 2 for 3. The pitch coming, and Acevedo, there's a line drive into left. That ball's at the track and caught by J.D. Drew. He got a terrific jump on that ball and just drifted to the track and caught it. A lot of outfielders would have had to struggle to get that one, but he pulled her down for the second out. He looked smooth as silk out there in left field. He got a terrific jump and made it look easy. And that ball got out there in a blink, and here comes the last hope for the Cubs. After Gaetti lines out for the second out, Orlando Merced is the hitter. Merced is making his Cub debut. He's happy to be back in the National League. He's a left-handed batter, long time in Pittsburgh. And facing Juan Acevedo. He's a good hitter, this guy, and a foul and a half swing. Cardinals leading 6-3. They've been out hit 12-5. The Cubs have made the only error, and the Cubs have left 13 men on base and hit into a double play. That's the story of this game. Twice they left the bases loaded. Runner at second is Hill there, 2 out in the ninth. 6-3 Cardinals. Here's another pitch to Merced. This is long away for a ball. There's another special edition, an extra, on the St. Louis Post-Dispatch. With a picture of Mark McGwire watching home run number 62. Runner at second and 2 out. Here's a pitch. Merced hits a foul, and the Cardinals are 1 strike away from a win. Cardinals leading 6-3 here in the 9th inning. If the Cubs lose, they'll still be tied with New York with regard to the wild card race. 1-2 the count, and the fans get to their feet, those who are rooting for the Cards. Merced is the batter. He waits. Outfield around to the left. 6-3 Cardinals, 2 out in the ninth. Acevedo is ready and a swing and a foul. He spoiled it, and he tapped it off to the left side, and he stays alive. Merced will help the Cubs down the stretch here. Almost 50,000 tickets sold for this one. Cardinals are leading 6-3 here in the ninth with a runner at second, 2 out. From the stretch, Acevedo. Here's his pitch. Way high. The Cardinals have hit 3 home runs tonight. The first one by McGwire with 2 out in the 4th, number 62. And with 2 out in the 6th with 2 on after a walk to McGwire. A 3-run homer by Langford, a follow-up home run by Gant. Langford is number 27, Gant's number 23. And by virtue of those 3 blasts, the Cardinals lead 6-3. 2-2 the count. And the pitch to Orlando Merced is half swing, and he held up. Ball 3. Ball 3. Scott Service, their catcher, is due up next. They have other hitters on the bench if they want to go to them. Acevedo trying to end it right here. Runner at second, 2 out, 6-3 Cardinals. 3-2 pitches coming, and a swing and a ground ball to the left side. And it's trapped by Tatis, and that's a winner. He made a brilliant play on the short hop and threw him out. The Cubs strand their 14th runner, and the Cardinals win it by the score of 6-3. Totals and highlights in a moment.
People have very loud. Hey, everybody, Diamond Dave, hanging with you here at WLUK. Let's check in with WLUK meteorologist Crystal Clear.
Thanks, Dave. Keeping my eye on some unique weather conditions moving into the area. To the north, expect rain and whistle-ball-sized hail. West of town, apparently a wayward glacier has moved in from the Arctic Circle, so keep your eye out for that one. And in the southwest, it's monsoon season again.
Get out the umbrellas.
For the Lucky Town Metro, blue skies and mild temperatures once again. The high today should be around 76 with a low in the mid-60s. And we'll see a pretty impressive sunset this evening.
Sounds good. Thanks, Crystal. WLUK weather brought to you by Lucky Strike Lanes in Lucky Town.
Lucky Strike Lanes in Lucky Town.
Get 3 strikes for you, pay free. I'm Diamond Dave, and you're listening to the smooth sounds of WLUK.
WLUK, Lucky Town.
One fine day during the Middle Ages,
I'm reporting from the scene of what appears to be yet another burnt-down castle. Chief, what's going on?
The old arson squad conducting a major arson investigation.
Arson?
Yes, we find this happens all the time. You see, some dragons...
Dragons?
Yeah, some dragons, they move into the neighborhood, watch the castle, and when they're sure someone's home, they knock on the old drawbridge. No way the knight can see who's come calling, so he lowers the drawbridge, and whoosh, the knight's a marshmallow.
Wow, a regular dragon s'more.
back then you couldn't see who was calling. But these days, caller ID from Southwestern Bell gives you the caller's name and number before you answer, so you can see if it's someone you do want to talk to or someone you don't. To order, call 1-800-234-BELL.
Then again, it all depends on what the dragon's in the mood for. Blackened night, barbecued night, quickly seared night.
Caller ID from Southwestern Bell, your friendly neighborhood global communications company. Not available in all areas and all call service provided by Southwestern Bell Telephone.
You can't beat the home team, the St. Louis Cardinals and Schnucks.
All varieties of budded wafer sliced meats are on sale. Pick up 4 2.5-ounce packages for $1.58. Bring in your film all this week to Schnucks and get a second set of prints free. Details in store. Totino's Party Pizzas are ready when you are. All varieties now only 99 cents each. And save on regular and diet Dr. Pepper and 7-Up. 6-packs of buy one, get one free. Some sale items are subject to sizes and limits. Details in store at Schnucks.
Well, the Cardinals won 4 out of 5 on this homestand. They end up the season 7-4 against Chicago. The Cardinals are 4-1 on the homestand. They won it here. Some unusual figures: 6 runs, 5 hits, and 1 error. 6 runs, 5 hits, no errors, and 1 left. The Cubs had 3 runs, 12 hits, and 1 error, and the Cubs left 14. Ken Merker, the winner, 10 and 11. A save for Acevedo, number 7. Traxel, a loser, number 8, 14 and 8, his record. 2-hour and 57-minute game, almost 50,000 on hand. And the Amico ultimate play of the game is up next. The Cardinals won this game by the score of 6-3. They hit 3 home runs last night, hit 3 home runs tonight. We'll save the best for last. The Cubs got 2 in the first. Didn't score again until the 8th. They got 1. They left 14 runners and hit into a double play. In the Cardinals' 6th inning, a strikeout, a walk to Marrero, a balk, an RBI single by DeShields. DeShields advanced on an error. Tatis flied out. They walked McGuire intentionally. And Langford hit a 3-run homer. Then Gant hit a home run. That ended the Cardinals scoring and made it the final score 6-3 after that Cubs 8th inning run. But here's what happened in the Cardinal 4th. Traxel appeared to be really on his game. He gave up a bunt single to DeShields in the first and then picked him off. Then retired the next 2, retired the next 5, retired the next 10. And it brought up McGuire with the bases empty and 2 out in the 4th, and the Cardinals trailing by the score of 2-0. And this was the Amico ultimate play of the year. They are very deep. They play him to pull. Traxel winds and fires. Big Mac. Swing, and a shot into the corner. It might make it. There it is. 62, folks. It just got over the left field wall in the corner. And we have a new home run champion. A new Sofa squat. It's Mort McGuire. He touches them all. Unbelievable. He hugs Gaetti as he comes around. He's pointing to the crowd. He's saluting.
the entire team at home plate. He gets a hug. He gets a hug from the catcher's servant. He picks up his youngster. Unbelievable.
Well, I admire Mike Shannon for being able to get those words out, because I'm telling you, from the time McGuire hit it until it disappeared over the fence and left, the shortest home run hit by McGuire all year, he hardly had time to think about where the ball was going, wondering whether it was going to be fair, but Mike called it, and that was the play of the game as the Cardinals won at 6-3, and so long for just 2 outs. The Cardinals won this game by the score of 6-3, and of course the biggest moment was the home run by McGuire in the 4th inning, 2 out and nobody on, when he reached one into the left field corner, his shortest home run of the year. And now they're building a stage out of the second base area. They're showing a replay of the home run as McGuire circles the bases. Mike Shannon just concluded an interview with Mark McGuire. That interview's on the way up here to the booth, or we'll play it for you here on the Star of the Game. Meanwhile, we're going to do the commercial. When we come back, you'll hear the interview. Mike Shannon with Mark McGuire, the new single-season home run king, and we'll be back here in just 1 minute. We're back here at Busch Stadium. There's going to be a press conference conducted by Major League Baseball featuring Mark McGuire, who's on the video board now. Meanwhile, here is that interview conducted right after the game by Mike Shannon with Mark McGuire.
Mark, it's been an unbelievable year. At this time, can you put anything in perspective?
Probably in about 24 hours. I came back after everything calmed down, and I was just like asking my teammates over there. I wasn't acting too crazy out there because I really wasn't realizing what I was doing. I was on cloud 9, and I told myself, I said, when and if I hit this, I don't think I'm going to know what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be floating, and I certainly was. And I'll tell you what, it's what an incredible feat.
What does it mean to you? I know you've been so close to Roger Maris through all of this, and you said yesterday that you thought he was with you. He was with you in every step of the way.
Well, I'll tell you what, I really honestly feel that. Today, the Hall of Fame, came in, we were talking to him, they pulled out of this bag the bat that Roger Maris hit his last home run on October 1st, 1961, and I rubbed it on my heart, all over my body. You know what? Now my bat gets to lay next to his bat in the Hall of Fame, and I'm damn proud of it.
Congratulations, big man. It was the greatest I've ever seen. Not 62, 1 through 62. You were simply fantastic.
Thank you very much, Mike. Really appreciate that. God bless you. Thank you.
That was Mark McGuire, and what a night. No one has left this ballpark. I mean, there are still 50,000 people here. And Mark is conducting an interview downstairs, and then after 15 minutes of that interview, they're going to bring him back outside, and we will have a ceremony. But before that, we have the scoreboard for you next.
Your bat next to Roger Maris's bat.
Well, as I went over to the box and talked to Roger's kids, I told them today when I met with the Hall of Fame, they pulled out Roger's bat when he hit his 61st home run, and I touched it. I touched it with my heart. Now I can honestly say that my bat will lie next to his, and I'm damn proud of it.
Thanks, here. What is your next goal?
My next goal? Sleep.
What was it like rounding the bases, Gaetti hugging you, Sammy hugging you, and then meeting the Maris family again?
I honestly have to tell you that I really have to see the tape because I really don't remember it. And I was trying to imagine what it was going to feel like doing that, and I was sort of telling myself I think I'll be floating. I sure in the heck was floating. I have to look at the tape, but I just remember briefly shaking some of the players' hands and signaling to the dugout and the Cubs, and then after that I just hope I didn't act foolish, but I mean, this is history, so can I say one thing? I talked to a good friend of mine today, Jim Corsi. So everybody in Boston, Jim Corsi does know me, and thanks for giving me that hug over the phone today, Jim.
Connor?
Hey, I told you I was going to talk to you after the game today. Thank you.
How are you going to celebrate tonight?
Well, I hope there's a lot of champagne on that flight to Cincinnati. So, I think everybody's going to be drinking except for the pilots.
George?
What does it mean to do it so fast in the 145th game, no asteroids, go way ahead of everybody?
What does it mean to do it so fast in the 145th game?
Was it that quick? I didn't. It's been awesome. It's been awesome. I mean, I tell you what, the last week and a half, my stomach's been turning, my heart's been beating a million miles a minute. To do it that fast, I don't know. I just give thanks to the man upstairs and all of them, Roger Maris, Babe Ruth, everybody's watching up there. But what a feat. I tell you what.
Now? In your wildest dream, did you ever imagine to break the record this quickly?
Not even a chance. I mean, I truly believe that if somebody got to 50 by September, they had an honest shot of doing it, and I got to it pretty quickly.
Over here?
Yeah.
When you took the microphone after hitting the home run, you dedicated it to the people in St. Louis. Talk about how special it was to hit it here.
Well, I tell you what, after yesterday doing what I did for my father and my son showing up just in time, I said, what a perfect way to end the week by the last game in the homestand and hitting the 62nd for the city of St. Louis and all the great fans. You know, I had a couple milestones this year, hitting my 400th and 50th on the road, and I really, truly wanted to do it here. I really, truly wanted to do it here, guys, and I did it. Thank you, St. Louis.